Hello, guys. Archie, how are you? How you guys going today, guys? It's your Pontiff Archie Luxury. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? How are you guys? It's your Pontiff Archie Luxury. How you going, guys? I'm here on the Archie Luxury live streaming channel. We've got a few celebrities here. We have got, of course, our very famous Jamie Opulence. Jamie Opulence. He's a really cool guy. I love him. I really do love him. He's an institution. You know, he's just such a lovely, he collects luxury goods, expensive scissors. He loves the scissors, scissors. He has all the top stuff. And Jamie, I'll get you to jump on if you don't mind, man. I would love to see you on this stream today. We'll talk luxury goods if you are available. Guys, I released a few videos overnight. I released a few videos. eBay. I just can't get into this new authentication process. I'm worried. One size fits all, whether it's designer sneakers or a Patek Philippe. One size fits all. I just don't like that. Omar, $2. Welcome to Marcelo's show featuring Archie Luxury. There we go. We've got some very good guests. How are you, Marcelo? What's going on, man?
Fine, as usual. I go to the morning to the shop to fix the studio to talk to you.
Hey, man, that's so great, man. We love you. That's great. I love this Tokyo. We're looking at Tokyo here. That's Tokyo. So what time? It's going to be 8 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Man, there's not many people around. Why is that? I thought it'd be busy. Oh, this is sort of a little bit outside the CBD, isn't it? It's sort of it's Tokyo, but it's
exactly.
It's not central.
Yeah, and by the way, I don't know why always in this cut I'm getting cut off. So I hope it's not going to happen today. I don't know. Always in this area, drive me crazy.
No worries. Frozen Yukona, $2 Thursday afternoon with the Pontiff Fridge Fund. Yes, sir.
How are you, Archie?
Hey, man. Inside voice, Mark. Inside voice.
Yes, sir. How are you, Archie?
Hey, I'm great. How are you going?
Very good, sir. I'm at 969. About to hit 1,000.
Wow, that's when it goes crazy.
Yes,
Crazy.
yes.
We're trying to get Marcelo's up. By the way, guys, check out Marcelo Time and subscribe. He needs a few more subscribers.
Thank you.
Producer Mark,
Yes, sir.
the whole luxury game. How is luxury goods going for you? You into luxury? What are you into, Producer Mark?
I am into luxury, Archie, and I think over here I'm going to be doing some shows on luxury, and I'm not going to be doing any shows on or live streams on Rolexes or Pateks or anything like that. I was approached by a watch group over here in America, and we'll be doing some of that. But what I wanted
Hey,
to say
man.
was my first show that I'm going to do is going to be on you, and thank you for all the motivation that you have given us. And I'm
Hey, man,
always going to
that'd
be
be
here with you, Archie.
fantastic. That'd be fantastic. By the way, Marcelo, I'm going to be moving to Japan in a few years' time. You're still going to be there, aren't you?
Yeah, you see, look, keep
Yeah, I'll
full
be
kids,
moving to
look.
Japan. Yeah, that's what Paul Salisi is $5. Upvote Ficus. Some amazing streams lately with Bear. You are the best. You are the best. I got to tell you, Marcelo, you see that Japanese princess? She married a commoner. Well, he's not really a commoner. He went to a very expensive school. And why do they angry about that? Just leave her alone. Leave her alone. She turned down the $1 million. Okay, just let her go. Why are they so angry?
Because it's good for rating.
It's good for ratings. Yes, that could be the reason. Yeah. Yeah,
Of
that's a good
course.
point. It's a business. Yeah, that's it. I tell you what, she's actually pretty. I reckon she's pretty normal for a royal. The Japanese royals seem to be much more civil and polite than the UK variants. And just she's got the same birthday as me. Did you know that, Marcelo?
No way.
Yeah, her
Really?
birthday is the 23rd of October. It's the same birthday as me. She
Oh,
was born
nice.
in 1991 because she's actually just turned 32. 30, sorry, no, she's just turned 31. So 30, she just turned 30. She just turned 30, that's right. So, yeah, that's really,
Nice.
really cool there. No, that's fantastic. Let me just interview Mark a bit there. I'll just put you on mute, Marcelo, but you keep the video going. We like the video. Producer Mark, can I ask you something? Hello, Producer
Yes,
Mark.
sir. Yes, sir.
Let me tell you a story.
Yes, sir. I'm
Yesterday,
here, sir.
I posted a video. I went to pick up
Mhm.
some suitcases. We had them painted, the LV hard case suitcases. And I found the
Mhm.
other customers in LV were giving me the death stare. Why do they give me the death stare? I wanted to say, hey guys, do you like my suitcases? I wanted to be happy and fun. Why is that, Producer Mark? I don't
Jealousy,
understand.
jealousy, Arch. Straight up
Like I
jealousy.
saw them, right? You could hardly avoid them. You had this
No,
overweight.
jealous of you. They're jealous of you.
Why, but why? It's just crazy. Mike the Snake. We got Mike the Snake on.
People
I
can't
don't
handle somebody else doing good.
Why does people not love these things? I thought it's the hobby, it's the luxury goods. It's not about jealousy. We just want to bring happiness to the world. You understand? We're only here for a short time, man.
Oh,
There will always be haters
yeah.
of people that are doing well. I,
Yes.
I have my best friend since third grade. I had to defriend him because he's perpetually suffering, and I've been doing well. This is a few years back. I've been doing well for many years, and he made like he was buddy buddy with me, but then he called me drunk one night, and I don't know if you've ever heard the term "drunken words are sober thoughts."
Yes, yes, yes. I don't need friends like that, man.
Yeah. Well, he laid into me, and he told me, "You're a piece of shit. You're a pariah. Fuck you and this and that." I told him, "Lose my phone number. I don't need to know you anymore. Now that I know what you really think of me, good fucking bye."
Yep. Yep. You're right.
And there was the only reason he hated on me was because he spends $40 a day on alcohol and cigarettes,
Oh,
and
wow.
I don't, and I save my money, and I buy nice stuff, and I enjoy my life, and he's miserable in his life, and that's it. That's it. That's the only reason.
What does he do for a living? He does nothing. He's on.
No, he's a waiter. He's a waiter. He's a great
Okay.
waiter. Um, he makes good
Nothing wrong with
money.
being a waiter.
No, he makes great money. And his wife's an accountant, and but they spend it all on alcohol and tobacco. I mean, they're both alcoholics, and they both are in their miserable little worlds, and they like over there were just absolutely hating on me because I'd come along and be like, "Look at my new Rolex," and they'd just be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's nice, Mike," but in the back, they're mumbling under their breath. They're like, fucking asshole,"
Yeah. Yeah. I know exactly what you're saying there.
There
Look-
are haters everywhere.
I
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
tell you, man, it's a very vicious world there. You're right. You're right. You're right. Here we go. Paul Silesius, $5. Arch, are you Australian royalty? No, 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 no. I cannot be. No, no. I definitely not, guys. I gotta tell you something, but I gotta tell you something. It's there's a lot. Look, I don't know what it is. There's a lot of jealousy. Things go crazy, It is a tough world. It is tough. But as you said, he buys a lot of alcohol and tobacco.
He spends at least $40-50 a day each on alcohol and tobacco, the both of them. So $100 a day
See, it's not
between
good.
them.
Do they
goes
drink
towards-
every day?
Oh yeah, no. She drinks at least a 6-pack of beer every day. She's
must be-
100. She's 100 pounds soaking wet, and she looks like she's 9 months pregnant. It's funny. And she's
Yeah.
got a beer belly, and he drinks hard liquor, and he gets blackout drunk, and yeah.
Maybe what went wrong in their life? What went wrong?
I think they got married and they settled in out in their little town, and then I think they just kind of over time, they're both alcoholics, and they both smoke heavily, and I think they both realize like that they're not really happy together, but they're also not willing to separate.
How old are they now?
They're my age.
So what's that, about 50 something?
Yeah, 53, 54.
So
this
health
was-
problems would start kicking in from some of those lifestyle choices?
Yeah, maybe.
Definitely.
Mike's a bodybuilder, or was. He's in really great condition, but he's smoked his entire life. And so is his wife. So yeah, you can probably expect that in a few years. But they hate on me. They hated on me, and I employed them every year. I employed Mike to come help me work, and he made thousands of dollars working for me every year. And then I find out later that he absolutely hates my guts and thinks I'm the biggest piece of shit in the world. And it's like, where did this come from?
Yeah.
And it came from straight out of the blues where it came from.
I don't understand this. I just wanted to have the luxury goods to bring joy. I thought they'd say, cool bags, man. They don't.
Cool bags, Archie. Your bags rock.
They do.
I gotta tell you, man, it's
You know-
it's a tough, this world is a tough place there. It's,
You got to just filter those people out. You got to just like have thick skin, filter those people out, ignore them,
Yeah.
and just carry on, man.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I know
They will
exactly.
always be there. It's like
Yeah, I
driving.
know what you mean. It's a tricky thing. Producer Mark, are you making any television series soon? Tell me this. You're getting back into the television. You work in
I do produce a couple of TV shows over here, Archie. But what
how
I'm
is that?
but what I do for my YouTube is totally totally separate from my
Tell me this. Do
real
you
day
think
work.
YouTube is going to replace television? What's your view?
YouTube
That's
has
it.
replaced television. Nobody watches television.
Oh, I watch television.
You're probably one handful of people. Everybody
Yeah.
is on YouTube, sir. The
So tell me this.
televisions, smart TVs, yeah.
Like television itself, there, what's going to happen to these big networks? Like they got news networks, like they've got
Oh,
to run a television station. Let's be honest, it costs an absolute fortune.
right.
Okay, is
They're
Yeah,
there's
they're
it's not
always
going
going
to.
to. They're always going to be there because YouTube is also one of their platforms.
Yes,
my
but
cable bill is $239 a month.
what the hell do you do?
That's cable, telephone, internet, and
Cellular?
and cellular. No,
Well,
that's not cellular. That's just a landline, uh, telephone, my computer,
yeah.
and my television, and that's it.
Yeah,
And
my
it's a,
telephone bill is $35 a month, and my internet is $40 a month.
Just another super chat here. Just let's have a look here. We've got a super chat from Paul Salesius. Arch, have you noticed how your Patek's nicely appreciated lately in price? Mute him. I think he's talking about Marcelo. We'll just mute him for a moment. I gotta tell you, look, I don't necessarily go and look every day at prices like that, but yeah, they have risen a bit. I don't know what's going on in this world. I don't understand. Okay, I got to be totally honest with you. I do not understand. House prices in Australia have gone crazy. They're going up and up and up. We're also seeing very expensive. The share market's exploded. The car, if you want to buy a car in Australia, full sticker, because the supply problems. We're about to open up. I reckon as soon as Australia opens up, like we can start leaving, there's going to be huge. People are going to be So many people want to get out and go and travel.
You can
So,
drop
yes,
the link again.
sorry, yes, we can. Of course, we can for you. I got to tell you, I think it's going to. I don't understand this place. I don't understand it. We had a pandemic and everything's gone bonkers. It's crazy. But I got to tell you, with prices, yes, things have gone up. Unfortunately, things are also more expensive to buy. So, say for example, you say, I'd like to cash a few watches in to get a beautiful car, a sports car. Okay. I got to tell you, Mike the Snake, what's happened is, see, I like to buy a pre-owned car. I don't really like to buy brand spanking. I'd like something
never buy new.
3 to 4 years old, right?
Yep.
And I got to be honest with you, those cars, instead of being in my country, they'd be the cars I was looking at. I wanted to spend early 30s, okay, for a second-hand 3 to 4 year old car.
Get a nice lease return.
And well, it's not that easy, okay? But what I'm trying to say is, let me explain this to you. Those cars now are high 40s. They're kind of 20% more because of supply chain problems. So, yes, watches are gone up, but the things you would do with that money has also gone up. It's like if you sell your house, say, I want to get a better house. They've also gone up. So it's kind of it's kind of a no-win situation.
I
But
guess it's a time to stand pat and hold still and see what happens.
There is a crash coming, Archie, especially in America. We're gonna get hit in just a couple of months, probably around Christmas, New Year.
look, who knows? I can't predict anything, man. I have no
Okay.
ideas. Here we go. Paul Salesius, $5. $5, Paul Salesius. Arch, you inspired me to buy that platinum world time. My favorite watch. You are the watch guru. Thank you, Paul Salesius. Paul Salesius has got an amazing, amazing collection there. Great guy. I met him in Singers. We had a great time. Showcase watches, £4.50. Can we have a fundraiser to build Marcelo a studio, please? It's exhausting watching him set up. I have taste stand. Tax deductible studio needed. Thank you, Showcase. Showcase, he's a great guy. And I'm trying to get JJ back. I had some talks with JJ yesterday, and he did have concerns with Marcelo. He said, "Oh, how would I work with?" I said, "Look, Marcelo's cool. If you're in battle, that's different to when we've won, you know." And I got to be honest with you. I don't want to boot Marcelo or burn him because he's just a good guy. I like to be loyal, you know. He's a nice guy. He's quirky. He's quirky as fuck. He's quirky as fuck, but you know, he's an interesting character. He's a loyal guy. He wants to be a YouTuber. You know, there's enough room in this place. I like him because look, he's different. Marcelo is different. We're all different, you know. I like him. Some people don't like him, right? Not some people don't like me. It's very hard to be liked, but you know what? There's certain things I kind of, you know, it's a bit of a good chat there. Producer Mark, tell me this.
Yes,
You're
sir.
in television.
Yes, sir.
So you're saying YouTube has already replaced television? That's what you're
Oh,
saying?
oh, definitely. I think YouTube has replaced TV from like
So that
2 or
means
3 years
instead
ago.
of it being like people would produce content like networks would, you're saying to me it's YouTube. These creators are the next thing, the next phase.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Loads of money, £1.80. Marcelo versus JJ. Marcelo is improving. Yeah, we all got to start somewhere, and you know, slowly improve. That's
Cheers,
exactly right.
Arch.
Cheers, sirree. So tell me this: do you, producer Mark, television? YouTube it happened so quick, didn't it? YouTube came out in 2005, I think, didn't it? 2005.
2005, 6, yeah. But it exploded right after the iPhone came out, which was 2008, and it really exploded in 2015.
Mark, don't forget when YouTube got sold to Google.
Yes, Google. Yeah, well, because of Google, YouTube is now the top platform in the world.
Oh, yes. Paul Salesius, $5. What are you drinking, Marcelo? I'm sipping on Franken champagne. Franken, and there we go. We can see what.
Actually, if you're interested, I'm actually drinking now Recanati Sauvignon Blanc. This is the Israeli wine. Actually, very nice, very settled, very dry.
Beautiful.
Archie, I have good news.
Yes.
I officially got word documentation that part of my settlement is coming in 2 weeks, and I will be hopefully getting a Cermet.
Okay, expensive
Awesome.
watch. Expensive watch, dude. Okay.
Retail or grey market?
No, grey market. He can't get retail. Nobody can get retail, Marcelo. Come on. Nobody who
Uh,
can appear on this channel can get retail, But the market has changed since Marcelo got it. The whole market is
You
bonkers.
put it.
Mike, that's a lot of money. Why would you get a hyped one? Do you really, really want the green? Is the green important to you?
well, no, that gentleman that you gave me the email information
Two super
to
kits.
has offered to
Oh,
sell me his, and we haven't talked price yet, but I believe I'm going to purchase it from him.
Paul Silesius, $5. Archie Vranken make champagne for Cartier. Wow. Amazing stuff. Amazing, amazing stuff. And Ledzilla, $2. Wow. Scraping the bottom of the barrel with the crew. No, that's not necessarily true. We like to have different characters on. Tell me this. Do you think the luxury goods are more accessible now? Normal folk can get luxury goods. Okay.
Thanks to the credit card.
Exactly. You know what I mean? But it's a bit more than that also. You can buy secondhand. Like I bought a lot of my stuff. I never bought a lot new. Okay. I went through, the learning process. I mean, things cost you time or money. They both cost you. They're all things that are transportable into money. Okay. Producer Mark,
Yes, sir.
YouTube. So what happens now? Networks are being slashed, aren't they?
No, networks are not being slashed. Networks have their own channels on the YouTube
So
platform.
you don't work for like a big CNN or CBS, do you?
I work as a cameraman for a network. Yes.
Oh, you're a salary man.
No. I work as a cameraman for a network that produces TV shows in the Chicagoland area.
I see.
Very
So,
cool.
so
So
they
that's contract?
hire, and it's not just me. They have hundreds of photographers and probably about 30 or 40 different video guys that they employ to work on TV shows in the Chicago area.
So tell me this. So you're a contractor, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Why? Okay. So you're a cameraman. That's okay. So cameraman. You were also a producer before, weren't you?
I was, yes.
Do you prefer being a cameraman, or you just got to grab what work you can get?
You know what? I prefer camera, but
Super kit.
after COVID, you're right, sir. It's whatever you can get, you grab it.
Tell me this. Someone like you with the skills you have, why don't you get your own YouTube channel firing on all cylinders?
I'll be honest with you, Archie. I started my channel, but I don't put a lot of stuff related to my work on it
Sure.
because of
No.
confidentiality reasons.
There's trolls. They'll try and get you fired. There's some
Yes,
nasty
yes,
critters out there. Shit.
exactly,
Man,
exactly.
there are people out there. Showcase watches, £4.50. Can the bird be another panel guest? It did serve its apprenticeship as well. It could have a I have taste stand on its own with birdseed and trill. Yes, trill's the little bird seeds. Do you ever take your bird to work, Marcelo, or no?
This is a serious question.
No. I think that is a no. Hygiene. I suppose you
I would
can't
think
really
it is
allowed to have
racist.
them in, and there's things like that. Producer Mark, I want to ask you something.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're trying to get your channel. Why don't you try and do? I mean, so you're a cameraman. You've got your own camera equipment.
Oh,
Or
I have everything, Archie. Everything.
okay, you're a Canon man, I believe, aren't you?
Actually, I'm a Canon and Sony. Canon, Sony, and I'm
Sony, yeah.
sponsored by DJI. So I have a few of their products that I use also.
DJI's a drone company.
Yeah, they have drones
drone,
and they have
got the
action cameras.
Osmo.
Yeah,
The
Osmo.
What do you think of that? They're like a little Osmo, which is say $500.
It's a fantastic camera, Archie. The one that just came out, they released it yesterday. and that little Action 2 can run circles around any of these major cameras.
Is it better
Like,
than the Mavic?
It's the same camera as the Mavic.
Okay.
the thing about, you got to realize this. I've
It's
got
a
the
bigger sensor.
DJI Pocket
Super
Osmo. Okay,
chips.
so it's a beautiful compact gimbal type camera.
Yes.
Very quickly, Mike Hammer for $5. Ironic, producer Mark is a cameraman, but he's the only panelist not on camera. Yeah. And Absolute Ball, $2. Birdman was a great cartoon. Thank you.
Yes, it
Thank you
was.
so much there. I
Harvey
got to tell
Birdman.
you, the funny thing is, let me say this to you. The funny thing is, Lone Star watch collector, man. Come on. I like Lone Star. He's a big super chatter, man. We love you. We really do love the Lone Star man. We really do love him. So please come on and partake in the streams there. I got to tell you something. Okay, I want to say this to you, producer Mark.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned to me something about the I was just talking to you about with the DJI Osmo. I got the DJI Pocket Osmo, right? And I had one of the old gimbal ones. It was very clumsy.
Right.
Then I went to the Pocket, which is, I got to tell you what, man, it's
fantastic.
amazing. Look, for what it is, it's not a zoom camera. Like, what that
No.
means is it's a fixed focal length.
Yes.
It's like it's kind of like a prime lens. It's an ultra wide prime lens. I reckon it'd be like a 20 mil. You know what I mean? In a DSLR format, I reckon it's like a 20 mil.
About 27.
And I got to tell you, you've got to understand that. Like, some people don't understand that. So it doesn't zoom in. It's but it is amazing what you can do with that camera. And the resolution. Look, most people, you wouldn't be recording stuff in 4K. The most resolution.
Absolutely not.
1080.
1080p is the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
You prefer it instead of 4K?
Well, 4K is too big, clumsy, and who's going to watch it anyhow? Who's going to actually utilize it anyhow? So it's kind of. But the amazing thing is, these tools are available so cheaply. Tell me this, producer Mark, what sort of, I don't want to get too much into the content you've made. Like, what sort of topics did the productions you've worked on cover?
We cover action movies. I've done action movies. I've done TV shows, action TV shows, and produce general local business shows, stuff like that. Archie,
you were cleaned out by the divorce, weren't you?
Yes, Archie.
Have you recovered from that?
A long time ago.
Oh, you have?
Oh, absolutely.
Are you better off financially now than you were then?
Fantastic.
And has she done okay as well?
I have no clue, Archie.
Super chip.
And the kids are okay?
Kids are fine, thank God. Yeah, kids are fine.
Okay, the kids are fine. Here we go. Gay C3, $5. Times have changed. Marcelo started off a failing restaurant and a sexless marriage. Now he still does, but does it while wearing sunglasses. Actually, I got to be honest with you. I think everything's going well. The restaurant's starting to get kicked back. And
today we have 3 couples. Actually, quite nice.
Yeah, and also his marriage is improved. He bought her a Cartier ring. And I got to be totally honest with you. The thing about Japanese women is you can buy their affection. Don't worry about marriage counseling. Don't worry about, just buy them something expensive, and that's it. You explain the concept to them, and that's it. I got to be honest with you. It's we all have needs. And I kind of look. I got to tell you this. It's if you lead straight life, straight jacket. Sometimes in life you come to a situation. It is very, very. It's a long journey. It's a journey. Ask The Snake Man. Snake Man. It's a very long journey. Watches. Any watches on the horizons? Now we've got producer Mark. What are you never been into watches?
Archie, you're right. I was into watches, and well, not actually, not like you guys. I came across a Rolex, which I lost, and
How did you
not
lose
really.
it?
I mean, I do have a couple of watches, but I'm into more of the Swiss micro brands.
Shitters. He's into shitters.
Exactly, Archie. Exactly. You're right. Chitters.
I'm
What's your
wearing
favorite
my
micro
Pelagos
brand?
today.
Super chip.
What's your favorite micro brand? Please tell me this.
You probably never heard of it, Archie. It's called CT Scuderia.
Okay, it's just garbage.
No, it's not garbage. It's a pretty nice watch. Well, it depends on the taste.
Showcase watches, £4.50. If these guys are regulars, have they read Luxury to Last, cover to cover? This is required reading for guests worth their salt. Reviews speak volumes. Thank you so much, James. By the way, I was thinking about getting my watch box painted. I'm thinking about getting a Union Jack on the top of it. What do you think of that as an idea? A
Nice,
big Union Jack.
nice.
I like the
Nice.
idea.
That's what I'm thinking. A big Union Jack. And yeah. I got to tell you guys, seriously, the whole watch community, things like that, it's a very tricky world. It is incredibly tricky. Can I say this to you? I'm coming to terms with a few things. Aunt G, panel thoughts on a Lange. What the hell is a Lange 330? See, Lange numbers 330.2026. Let's just type that in. 330.026. What the hell is it? Oh, it's a Saxonia annual calendar. It's actually beautiful. It's a beautiful. Let's get that up on the screen. Let's have a look, panel. Let's get this on the screen. Let's share the screen.
What size is it?
I think it's about the 40. I'll double check it. I think it's about 40. A lot. Langes tend to be quite large critters. They are pretty damn large critters.
That's a cool watch.
Yeah. It's an annual calendar, moon phase. Saxonia. What do I think? I just look at the back of it here. So it's got a micro rotor. Micro rotor.
Looks like it's Côte d'Azur too.
Yeah, you're right. Just having a look here on the specs here. 38.5, sorry, 38.5.
A little on the small side.
For 30. Oh, that's for this. You got to remember, it's a dress watch. It's a dress watch.
Sure.
It's it's not almost 10 millimeters thick.
Super
Quite
chip.
a big kind of watch, like a height wise. What do I think, guys? Very quickly, give us a rendition. What do you think? I think it's beautiful.
I like the blued hands.
Yes, they do that with fire. You know that?
Yeah,
with fire.
I know. I used to do that effect at the machine shop where I used to make custom knives.
Very hard to do because it's a point. The point of it going blue and then a point of it melting is not too far away, isn't it?
Yep. I used to. There's another temperature where you can turn steel gold as well.
Wow. So, guys, Marcelo, you like it?
It look interesting, actually.
Yeah, I like it.
What is the price
Producer
for it?
Mark, this is what you need to get. This is a small independent, okay?
Oh, it's too small on me, Archie. It's too
39.
small.
It's 40 mils for a dress watch, man. That's a monster.
Archie,
Believe you me.
with my wrist, I don't like wearing watches less than 44, 45 millimeters.
45 mils, man. It's a monster. What are you, Herman Monster?
No, I'm a
Take
big
a
guy,
panel
and I've got a big wrist.
Here we go. Producer Mark, £1.80. Mark is an Invicta man. He needs luxury to last.
So
ASAP.
here's a thing, Archie, and I don't want you to laugh. I was approached by a very, very big group of Invicta people out here,
Yeah.
and
Hey, man, you just take a job. Don't worry about anything else. You grab the job when you can, man.
no,
What do you
listen,
care?
no. So my shows are gonna be covering Invicta watches. Has nothing, no competition. I'm not looking for any leads, any of that, Archie. Don't
Yeah,
ever
but
think
man,
like
you
that.
understand this is a paid gig. You don't worry about that. Just do the paid gig, man.
Absolutely,
Who?
absolutely.
Yeah, follow the
Archie,
money.
it should
Follow the
go.
money.
Super chat. It should go.
Mike
Kano
Hammer, $5. Pontiff, what's the status on refund of fake Cartier you bought? We all need to be reminded that mistakes. Okay, no, sorry, apologies. I got my money. I sent it back. I got to be totally honest with you. E-Lady said, send it back. You're not happy? 14 days, unconditional money back. They basically refunded me within 2 days. And then the tax was a little bit harder to get back, but I spoke to them. I spoke to their supervisor there, and she very kindly said, yeah, I can see what your point is. I understand what you're saying. And they refunded it. I was about 180 Aussie down. What's that? About $130 US out of
with the
pocket.
shipment?
No, the shipment was free. It was because the currency changed by the time I bought it till I got refunded. And also there were some government charges they didn't refund. They gave me the GST back, but they didn't give me the processing fee back. So that's a very good point. Now we got another super chat. So I got to tell you, Mike Hammer, by the way, just out of interest, Mike Hammer, the guy, Mike or Mark Hammer, I think, my 1016, I sold it to a collector in 1987 called Mike, I think it was Mark Hammer. Mark Hammer. He was a collector in America, quite a well-known guy at the time, and it went missing in transit to him. The Chicago mob cleaned that one up. That's what happened.
Wow.
The
Oh
mob.
man.
Oh,
Yeah.
we got that. This is Chicago.
Paul Salesius, $5. Arch, I'd rather get a 5146. I got to tell you, yeah, I tend to say, 5146 is an amazing paddock. This is also 39 mils. This is it's the newer version of my paddock. This is the newer version. You know what? I gotta tell you, I love the girl size paddocks. That's what I really do love. I love the girly size paddocks. And you know what, guys? Girly size is the way to go. You can't beat girly size. And you know what? There's something simple. This is 37 mil, but it wears a bit smaller. I quite like it. I quite like it. I want to ask you guys something. I'll just bring up a screen share. I'll just show you. This is a photo of my paddock there. There we go. This is the 5035. That was the original. Little bit small. You know what? I love it being small. I love it. And let me ask you this. I like showing my things to people. I wouldn't say showing off, right? But when people show off their stuff, it pisses me off. Why is that?
That's a beautiful watch, Archie. The case is beautiful.
Ah, absolutely.
The case really shows off a lot of gold, more so than a lot of other dress watches, and it flows very nicely.
And some people don't like this, but it's actually got loom. It looms. It
Really?
looms as well. It's got loom. This one had loom because they They were making this for a younger market. That's
Where,
right,
where,
a
where the loom
younger.
is heading?
Sorry,
Where the loom is heading?
the loom is on the numerals and the
Really?
hands. Yeah. Yeah, see, each in those
I see.
indices is loom. It looms.
You can
So
see
it's
you can see it in the hands.
Yeah, I see now. It's super cheap.
but I got to tell you guys, seriously, you know what? Here we go. We got Stud Muffin, $2. Arch, explain the credit card system in Oz. Look, credit cards here. I got to tell you, okay? So credit card, basically, there's all sorts of credit cards you can get there, but basically I get low rate because I carry a balance at times. So I don't need points or interest-free days. I want the lowest credit card rate, and that's about 14, 13, 14, 15, 13, it's always 13.99. So that's actually
Super cheap.
15%. There you go. So Tanzeel with the mostest. $50. Tan, could you please pass this message to AC3? I want to give him a watch from my collection. Yellow gold 116518 LN with black and champagne dial on Oyster Flex. Hisham Habab. I've texted you his to collect your watch. A true live stream legend. Well, there we go. You don't see that message
Wow.
very, very
That's a
much
real
there.
offer. Jeez.
Look, Hisham's a great guy. Look, whatever happens. You know, I don't begrudge.
That's like saying, "Here, take my car."
Yeah.
Archie, do you like Raymond Weil?
No. Do you?
I have a Raymond Weil. I have the Raymond Weil Parsifal. I was going to give it to
I
you.
never really liked them. They were always a bit cheapy and nasty. You know what I mean?
Well, it's about $900. It was.
Yeah. It's kind of, that's always the problem with these things, you know?
Like a Movado.
Yeah.
You buy it for $1,000.
I got to be honest with you. That's kind of the disaster. You know what I mean? It's always a bit of a disaster.
I like watches with in-house movements, or at least movements from, another Swiss company. It values you at the least, but like Jaeger LeCoultre, makes a lot of movements for a lot of companies, and I would accept any watch with one of their movements.
Producer Mike, for somebody that like big watches, what do you think about Panerai? I think Panerai would suit you perfectly.
Oh, I love Panerai.
Panerai is good. I have a Panerai.
You just have to be very careful not to get a fake.
Right.
Yeah, I have the PEM 423. It's a big ass watch.
I don't know which one I have, but I do have one.
I used to have 3, and they were all 44, 45 millimeters, and they burnt in the fires. But I caught my boss wearing a Panerai, and I was impressed. And then he admitted to me that it was a fake. And so I've actually ordered him a nice, solid Seiko Presage Cocktail Time, which is it's a
Seiko. You used to have Panerai, right?
Yeah. Just very quickly, Paul Silesius, $5. Arch, I saw yours in Singapore. Amazing watch. Yes. I just got it back from service. Here we go. Ledzilla. Arch, don't you have to disclose any paid endorsements to your audience? It's really obvious Marcelo is paying to be on. He's actually not paying to be on. That could be a good situation. And then we've got here, we did Paul Silesius. He was a cool guy. Very cool. Stud Muffin. Arch, explain the credit card system in Oz. Well, basically, well, credit card's very simple. You just apply online and off you go. The only problem is you got to pay these bastards back. Credit cards, it's just like the American system. They got interest free, all this sort of stuff. It's very easy to rake up credit card debt. It's at high interest rates. The funny thing is, $100,000 of my home loan, it's costing me 2% a year, 1.99%. Okay, so every 100,000 costs me $2,000, whereas on a credit card with a $10,000 balance at 15%, it's almost costing me the same money because you got to add a yearly fee to that. It's actually quite expensive. Credit cards are ridiculously We've got some super chats here, man. Here we go. I've contacted Hisham Tanzil. I've said hello to him. Stud Muffin, $2. Arch, finish what you're saying about credit. I got to be totally honest with you. Credit is a very handy tool, but I get addicted because it's so easy to put it on a card. You doesn't feel like, look, I got to be honest with you. It's a hindrance. I wish I'm kind of somebody who I love buying things. I'm addicted to spending money. And that's not a good thing. You can easily spend on a credit cards. High interest. Man, you put money in the bank, you're going to earn 2%. You're not going to earn 1%. In Australia, interest rates are so bad for investing. If you put money, man. But credit card is so expensive. And I got to tell you guys, I want to get out of, I reduced credit cards and canceled them. I reduced and canceled.
Once you sold the watch to reduce the credit card, I remember.
Yeah, I've sold a number of watches. I've only got one credit card now. And yeah,
I paid all my
Archie,
credit
two super
cards off.
chats, Archie.
I don't have any credit cards.
No. Showcase watches, £4.50. Just to be clear, this is the AC3 show, not the TGV. Arch doesn't accept anything below the Tudor Black Bay or Omega Speedmeister as a quality watch. Thank you very, very much. Showcase Tanzil, $5. AC3, the audience is a bit stunned at your response to Hisham's generous gift. This is 100% serious. He asked me to super chat and send you the message. Man, I'll be honest with you. I don't expect anything from anybody. If somebody wants to graciously give me something, I greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, that's just how it is there. But I gotta tell you, man, Ron the Shrink is in the group. Ronnie, get on the stream, Ronnie. Get on the stream, Ronnie. We love our Ron the Shrink. Please, Ronnie. Come on.
Where's the wizard?
Come on. Canceling or closing credit card is the worst thing possible for your credit score with the exemption of late payments. Look, I don't know. Look, to be honest with you, credit cards. You know what? I think realistically, I have problems. I'm not happy in my life. I like buying things. I'm getting old. I love buying things. I always love buying things. But you know what? Credit cards can be expensive. It's not a good way to live your life on credit cards. It's high. It's an unsecured personal loan. That's what credit card is. But try and weasel out of that.
Actually, some people want to know what you got for your birthday.
I got for my birthday. Oh, man. You know, the biggest present was coming on the stream and talking to you guys. That was the present. You know, community. I love the community. I tell you what. You know what? Like, I kind of, I got to be honest with you. it's nice to have some great friends to talk watches and that. I mean, getting more and more and more and more isn't really the meaning of life. The meaning of life, guys,
Super chat.
Tanzil, uh, he's a great guy. I just texted him now. He's a beautiful guy. Finish what you're saying about credit. Credit's evil. Let me tell you this. Borrowing, one thing Warren Buffett said. I'm not a, well, actually, I don't mind Warren Buffett. I like Charlie Munger. I like mongers. Let me say this. Warren Buffett said it's very hard to make money when you're borrowing money at double-digit interest. That's
Archie,
what
Mr.
Warren
Super
Buffett
chat.
said. He said it's very hard to make money when you're borrowing. When he says double-digit, he's meaning over 10% per annum. Okay? And there's a bit of, I can see exactly what he's saying. So the best thing you could do is pay off your credit cards. And I'm just addicted. I love buying shit. I mean, if the car dealer
Archie, Super chat. You missed it.
said to me you could lease a car, I'd probably sign and drive off. I mean, I love that shit. I can't help myself at times. Showcase watches. We did that showcase one. We've got Tanzil. He asked me to Superman. Tanzil, man, I love him. He's a great guy. Hisham is a great guy. He's had a baby. He's in India. I tell you what, where I'd love to go is Pakistan and India. Those
Where's Saad?
countries.
Where's Saad?
Saad, he's in Pakistan.
It's packet. I think he's a member something. You know?
Yeah, in Pakistan, he's a cool guy. It's the
Nice.
timing is you've got to realize this. And then we have got AC3, pull up Hasham's gift and give us your take on this generous gift. Would this bring you happiness? Of course it would.
Actually, one
Love-
more. I think member.
Let's bring it up then. So let's bring this particular watch up. Let's bring this up. It's a Daytona. You love your Daytonas. Look at, I gotta be honest with you. Let's have a look at this one. So this is a Rolex. Give me the number. It's a 1165. What was it? 18 or 2? 18?
18 LN.
With a moon phase?
No. It's coming up. I just haven't searched it as the
Oh,
paddock.
okay.
Yeah. Look, it's a beautiful whisk.
Oh, like a
one.
Archie, a bronze member. You have.
We got a bronze member. Bronze member. Wow, fantastic, man! Thank you for supporting your pontiff here. Look, I gotta tell you.
Archie, I'll be right back.
Yeah, no, what? Make just put it on mute. I'll just put it on mute. You can take your call. I'll put it on mute, Snake. I'll just put it on mute. He's fine. I gotta tell you, man, that's a beautiful watch. I don't know if would someone really give you something like that? I don't think so. But you know what? It's the thought that counts. It's gorgeous. I love Daytonas. Of course I do. Of course I do. Who doesn't love a Daytona, man?
Actually, could
I
you
love
read the
Rolex.
bronze there one?
That's a beautiful watch.
This is not bronze. This is gold. Yellow gold, my friend.
No. Could you read there? You got a message through chat.
Oh, sorry. Which one was that? I can't find it. Where is it?
Bronze one is. How did the lunch go yesterday with your old?
Oh yes, I had lunch with my boss yesterday. Yes, look, he's going through a hard patch. His wife isn't well, and I gotta tell you, it's kind of sad. It's very sad. That was Mr. Tudor to you. Mr. Tudor to you, bronze for 3 months. How did lunch go yesterday?
Yeah.
Lunch.
Exactly.
Look, I got to tell you, it was good. It was good to see. I paid for lunch. I said, man, he was a good boss. I liked him. He was my boss at KBR,
Super chat.
and my career kind of died after he left. So, Tanzil, $5. Producer Mark, tu fu pu ki stream pa agahu. I don't know what that language is in. Corsad and ABC. What's he saying?
Oh, hold on,
What?
dude. Here we go. He's asking me if I'm back on the stream again.
Hey man, he's cool. It's all cool. Ross, Rachel, Brady, $5. Producer Mike, take the money from Invicta. Of course, you do anything related to watches. Just go for it.
Archie, what happened is they sent me 24 watches,
Cool.
and
As
I
payment.
have to make videos on them.
Okay. That's okay. You can easily do that. What sort of camera would you use for close-up work?
I'm shooting that with the A7 Mark II Sony.
Ah, that's a great camera. You know, that's
Yes,
a
sir.
great camera. How much are they going for now?
The body is
A couple
1800.
thousand, aren't
The
they?
lens that
Yeah. So that's a great camera, that's a great camera. Mirrorless is the way, I'm afraid. I'm very saddened by that.
yeah, it is.
You know, Arch, I have the 5D SR. You know that?
Yes, that's a great 5D SR. That's a great. I got the Nikon D750. That's kind of equal camera. You know, like
Yeah.
is yours? Mine's 24 megapixels.
Mine is 50.
Fuck, you got 50 on that. Shit, yours is way above mine then. 50 megapixels.
Yeah.
So is that better than the 5D Mark III?
Well, I mean, not exactly one thing, because it's better, let's say, for camera shooting, for stills, because
Yes.
of the numbers of pixels that you have. But the video capability of that camera is only HD. It's not like the Mark III, I think, can do, I think, 4K or something like that.
Yeah, but nobody shoots in 4K. It's too high. The
But you do it
files are
crop
too big.
4K.
But tell me this, that's a beautiful camera. See, the problem is once you go Nikon or Canon, you stay with that because your lenses, the glass, that's where
Oh, man.
the thing I love about Nikon is I can use older glass.
Yes.
Really? Wow.
You can use you don't need any adapter because every time you use an adapter, you lose something. You know what I mean?
Yes, of course.
Here we go. Tanzil, $5. AC3. Isn't the Oyster Flex Daytona perfect for the Brisbane weather? If a kookaburra takes a shit on it, fares much better than a crocodile Patek strap. He's right there. I got to tell you, I think that would be honest with you, that'd be a dream Daytona. Absolutely dream Daytona.
Yeah, regarding that protects you were in air-conditioned places only.
Yes, air conditioned. That's exactly it. Man, I got to tell you, that Daytona I love the rubber. I think the rubber is just so cool. You know, it's kind of
Oh, he'll send it to you, Archie. He'll send it to you.
I see.
Yeah, but actually, doesn't the golden rubber give you a little bit kind of how we say a Hublot vibes? You know, because
I
actually
don't know about that. You know what? I think it looks
beautiful
stunning.
Daytona.
I think it looks stunning. You know, I think realistically, it's a beautiful watch. I can't think of a better. I got to be honest. That's a super grail. Okay, that's just not a normal watch. That's a super grail, and I would, you know,
If you have that one with a meteor dial is stunning.
I actually I got to be honest with you. Meteorite dials are crazy expensive. I actually love the standard dial. I don't particularly. The meteorite dial is so expensive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
But,
just for how we say value rotation is actually something very good to have. I mean, visually wise is a horrible watch. I tell you from experience, you can barely see the time.
Yeah, it's
Hey, Marcelo, I got a question.
Sure.
Uh, I tried looking for that uh, music that you sent.
Yes, Atlas, yes.
I cannot find it. Do you have?
Yeah, I sent you the link. You couldn't get the link? I sent you the link.
No, I couldn't get the link.
Oh shit! Because I cannot do it
Showcase
from the
watches,
computer.
£1.80. Did Marcelo really just compare to Hublot? Sack him. 1 minute, guys. I'll be 1 moment.
Ah shit! Now before I send you from the phone, it's more easy from the computer.
Yeah.
going to
No. But
be-
listen, have you downloaded that tone that you use? Is it already on your computer? The tone, the music.
Well, the thing is, producer Mike, I guess there's a producer, you know. I mean, when you, I mean, you register to the website, the
Right.
songs basically the songs become yours. I mean, you can use it in any video.
Yeah.
you want.
No. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking
but, yeah.
what's the name? What's the name? The name.
The name of the thing is Artlist, and all the songs are basically
Artlist.com.
Yeah, Artlist.com. Yeah,
Okay.
and then
All right,
and then
I'll
you
check it
can
out.
yeah, and what is nice about this service regarding, because there is other two platforms that give a similar service,
Mhm.
is that the songs that you download
Mhm.
to you
Mhm.
after let's say, because you have basically a contract for a year. I mean, you pay for them for a year. After
Right.
that year finish, you still can use that music. I mean,
Oh,
that
that's
music is yours. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. Because
other platforms.
I really
other
like that. I really like that music that you have. You use
Yeah,
in your
and
very
also
nice.
what is nice, the music stay with you. The music is yours. You know, other
Yeah,
platform, when you stop paying the contract, you have a
yeah.
problem keeping the music. You know,
Nice.
because this one is a very good service. Basically, you pay,
Right.
you have your music, you're happy with it. Now I download already 150 songs.
Yeah.
If I'm happy with this 150, I probably next year will not renew a contract. But the thing
Right.
is, it's not so much money a year, and also
Yeah.
all the time every month they appear new songs.
I know. Yeah.
So
See that? Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
so for me, it's actually okay to continue the contract. To be
Right.
honest with you,
Right.
you know, I
Right.
mean, I'm actually very satisfied with the.
Yeah. Because I think probably when I hit the 1,000, I'm going to be releasing a lot of videos. So I need music, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time editing. That's one thing I'm not
Yeah.
going to do. I'm just
Just be
gonna
careful. Be
yeah.
careful, because with me, especially with mics and everything, I download. Actually, I download this first in AP3, and now we're also in Wave. But the truth is, the different quality between the two is not so much different. I mean, my friend told me Wave is better, but the truth is, both of them are so high quality comparing to your audio, you're going to freak out. I mean, you have a problem stabilize everything, to
Yeah.
balance
Yeah. No.
everything.
Right.
Shit.
No, my
I
my
have,
my videos, my videos are generally 90% of my videos are about cars.
Mm, yeah,
Car
nah, but
videos.
I had a hard time to basically
Where are
let's
we
say
masked
boost
up?
the volume down.
Yeah. No, I know, brother. You got a mask
Hello,
on, G.
guys.
You
I
got a
got the
mask on.
mask on. Guess what happened, guys? I got to tell you. I ordered. Okay, let me tell you what happened. I ordered something last night. Do you ever do purchases when you're thinking about it? Do I buy this or not? I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
even
yeah.
remember what I bought.
It's super chat that.
I bought something from Chemist Warehouse. It just got delivered. I only ordered it last night. It's already been delivered. Can you believe that?
Oh wow.
Nice.
I don't know what I bought. It's some sort of aftershave.
Super-
ABC $2. Hisham to throw the watch like a bridal bouquet. Thank you, ABC. Did Marcelo just compare that to a Hublot? Sack him? No. I get okay, and here we go. We got another super chat. AMG $3. Tudor Black Bay GMT or Breitling Super Ocean Heritage 242 on rubber. You know what? I think I'd go for the Super Ocean. I think I'd go for the Super Ocean. Let me have a look at what I bought. So I bought this last night. I don't know what it is. What did I buy? I can't remember what I bought. Do you ever do that? I know I bought a fragrance. I can't remember what brand or anything about it. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. I thought it was good. Oh. Shit. I bought this. This was a men's fragrance. It's called, this is by Salvador Ferragamo. They're like a shoemaker. We know about that.
You look expensive, Arch.
Salvatore Ferragamo.
Yeah, it was about $60. This it was on special. I like to buy things that are on special, by the way.
But what is the not special? How much they supposed to go for?
They reckon it was $60. They reckon I saved. It was 120 retail.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I like big discounts. Oh, look at this! Holy shit! Look at that!
How it smells, Arch?
I think this is the one. Now, what happened is I went into a department store and I liked it, but I don't like department store prices. So I went on to Chemist Warehouse. I'll just try a bit on. 1 minute there, guys. Oh.
I like David of Cool Water.
Ah.
Oh, I can smell it.
I love it.
But by the way, Archie,
This is amazing. It's like a licoricey. It's amazing. It's Salvador Uno. Is it an oud? Umo, Salvador. Umo.
oh,
Is
nice.
that I don't know. It's an Umo. What is Umo? I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you exactly what this is. Umo, Salvador Ferragamo. What does it say about it? It says it is a. What does it say here? Umo Salvador. I'll tell you exactly. This is a amber, spicy, warm, aromatic, woody, fresh, spicy, musky. Umo Salvador Ferragamo is an amber woody fragrance for men. Was launched in 2016. Italian house of. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's on special. I got it on special.
Wow.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It is actually. I actually really like it. I like to get fragrances. You know what I mean? I like to try
Super cheap.
fragrances. And it was half price. I only buy things. Here we go. Paul Silesius, $5. Smells like new free Daytona. It says homo. It says homo.
Archie,
It is
I get
homo
it.
too. It's homo. It says homo. Look. They're homo on
nice.
the end there. There you go. It is homo.
Archie and producer Mike, I actually have a technical question to you guys. I mean, I get
Sure.
actually a lot of
Yes.
advertisement here in YouTube about the Rode Roaster Pro, that kind of mixer for mic thing. So Archie, you're doing this already basically professionally for a while. I mean, do you think it's necessary? Do you like that? Did you even consider this stuff?
What's that? Sorry, the what?
The Rode Roaster Pro, this kind of mixer for your mic or something.
No, I look.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Look, you know what? I don't even use the fanciest software like people use. Premiere, Adobe Premiere Pro. I just use AVS. It's so easy and quick.
I got a question.
Yes.
Archie. I got a question
Yes.
to Archie and
Sure.
Marcelo. Now, that mic that you have there, the Rode. So you have just connected that straight into your USB in your MacBook, right?
Yes, yes. At least I did.
And what kind of webcam are you using? What kind of webcam are you using?
I got a Logitech. A Logitech. I've got a
Again,
Logi.
USB to the
prob-
mic computer.
Yes, USB.
Oh, very nice.
And I'm using the how we say the laptop.
Okay, yeah,
uh-huh.
yeah.
I can give you a model number if you really want to know.
Please, Archie.
Actually, this was. I tell you
Super
who told
chat.
me who to get this. I tell you who I spoke to was Tim. Actually, this is the same camera Sovron had. I saw Sovron had a great camera, and that's why I got this one. You see?
I think I'm going to say this very boldly.
Yeah.
That I think what Tim Wright is doing, I love his videos. He has just taken on a totally different approach.
What's he doing now? I haven't watched his stuff. What's he doing?
Going out and doing interviews and showing.
Talking about the New York shows.
Yeah,
how he did it,
I follow him. Very nice. Very. I think he's the one that.
Okay, I tell you what I got.
A shining star.
I tell you what I got. I got a Logitech C922 Pro Stream Full Web Full HD 1080p. I will actually. I tell you what I'll do. I will post that in the comments here, and I'll also post it in the private chat so you know exactly what I got.
Logitech.
Okay.
So you're using a professional camera just to have a better vision.
No, this is not. It's not that. It's just a webcam. It's not that. Hello, producer Mark.
No, I'm using the microphone. Sorry, the camera on the laptop.
Hello.
Hey Archie, get this fake fraudster off, man. I'm the real deal. Get him off, man. Come on.
Archie, free super chats. Archie.
Come on, Archie, get him off.
Get him
We have
off
two.
there.
We
Thank
have two
you.
of them.
Here we go. Super chats. Here we go. We did the okay. Tanzil, $5. Archie, now that you have a 3 Daytona, would you ever take a post? Would you ever take a post Indian food monster dump on Clyde's Rare Birds if you sported a new Oyster Flex? Yes, man. I love the Oyster Flex. Mr. Tudor, to you, $5. If and when you get that Daytona, let's not forget to say happy birthday every year to Hisham for life. For life.
I drink for that.
Yeah, I'd
somebody gave me a gold Daytona, they would get a happy birthday every morning.
Exactly. You know, I actually said that to my dad when he got divorced, okay? He got divorced, and I said, you know, that's like giving your ex-wife, he had a settlement, giving her 20 gold subs.
Wow.
And I said, she didn't even send you a Christmas card. Explain that to me. You know what I mean? That's the amazing thing, okay? It's it's pretty damn upsetting, you know what I mean? It's pretty damn upsetting. But I love, man, I normally don't go crazy on this shit. This is fucking amazing. I love it, man. I really love it. It's woody, spicy.
Oud.
It's an oud? What's an oud? What's oud mean? What does oud mean? Can you just tell me?
It's oud is that. I think it's the wood. The sandalwood.
Oh, that's woody.
EAU?
Sandalwood.
Yeah, it's an Arabian thing.
This is the perfect, how we say, archieluxury, basically about.
Yeah. This is an international show, man.
I might have to
We
try
got a little
that
bit
out.
of everything. Malaguillas, apontera.
Would you? Actually, interesting question. Would you? I mean, combine a watch with perfume?
Actually, I must say, when I go out, I like to, when I wear the paddock, I put a nice shirt on. Like I'm going, my son's birthday is tomorrow. So I'll wear a nice shirt. I'll wear one of the Patex. And I always like a nice fragrance, of course. I always wear my best. Yeah, I do. Of course you do.
Yeah, no, but the question is, does they have like a kind of fragrance that you can say, okay, this is the Patek one, this is the Rolex one, like something that you
what?
always.
You know what? I get more hooked. That's funny you say that. I get more hooked on the colors. So this is very black. You know what? Perfect pairing to a Submariner, isn't it? Because it's black. See the black bottle, black writing. I mean, that's a perfect Submariner type.
Dracar Noir.
I remember Dracar Noir. Remember that? That was so cool in the 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the shit to have back then.
Oh, man, that was so cool. I really love this. I know the CK, CK1, that's very flowery. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh, shit. Oh, this is
I love a woody, musky.
There's a
I really
women's
love that.
perfume. It's called
super shit.
L'Occitane. 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 That I love. It's got a very citrusy smell. And
Hey,
it's
here
only
we go.
available through certain stores.
Tanzil, $5. Clyde wants the link to come on from you, so he can come and help tell you more about the Hisham gift. This is a $40,000 opportunity. Let's get the link. We will. Let's get the link. We'll get the link. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this Daytona. I had reservations, but now I am totally ready for this. I
By
am
the way,
totally.
I would accept it.
Yeah, no, the question is, does it will come to Archie full set, like box, papers, everything?
Well, beggars can't be choosers. We take
Who
anything.
cares?
We
It's
get
not
it.
coming from it's not coming from somebody who's unstable, offering you, money that he doesn't have, like this was. This is an honest offer. I would accept it graciously.
Very graciously. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. It's
Archie, I have some friends here. One of them is a famous comedian. His boss had a very nice diver Grand Seiko. He just gave it to him, and then they email him the box and papers later. He's like, "Do you like it? Here, take it." He just gave him.
wow, man. That's you mix with some really rich people, Marcelo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an amazing story. That's wealth, Marcelo. That's wealth.
Yeah. Definitely.
In Japan, they tend to be really cool as well. They
Yeah. But actually, if you think about these rich people that look, we just checked. I think a couple of weeks ago, hotels they are like $100K for a day. So
Yes.
it make you Patek become like a 10 cents a watch. It's like, yeah, I love
Yes,
a 10 cent
yes,
watch.
yes. You're right. You're right. Exactly right. It's. I got to be honest with you. The most valuable thing we have is time. I'll tell you, let me just tell you a secret. No one's watching. I'll tell you a secret. I'm not looking for, I don't think I'll get the car. I want to semi-retire very soon. I got to wait. My youngest son, he's 15 this year. I got 3 more years to go. Then I can start traveling. I want to live in Japan. That's where we're going because my wife's Japanese. She speaks language. The only problem is, Marcelo, she had to hand her Japanese passport back. You're only allowed to have only one passport. They don't let you have 2.
It's because you should not declare the damn shit thing.
I know, but they're too honest. Japanese are so honest. You know what I mean? Marcelo, this is the problem. They're so honest. You know what I mean? You don't declare this shit. Me and you know this, okay? But they are so honest. You understand?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That is exactly what I said. I said, you listen to them just to keep 2. No. They
Yeah, you just
honestly,
you go to Japan, you renew your passport, and then you live in Australia.
I
This
know.
is a permit, and then you make it decide. Australia don't give a shit about your
No, Australia doesn't give a shit. I got two. I got a British and Australian. You're allowed to.
Yeah.
But for Japan, so what? Just shut your mouth and keep both. I don't understand that.
This everybody that I know here that have kids, like mixed couples, all the kids have two passports, and nobody declare shit. You know, like,
No. Of course, it's a no-brainer. It's called a no-brainer. You just do it. I gotta tell you, what makes me happy. Look, to be honest with you, man, I love a Daytona. I kind of myself, I've realized material goods don't necessarily make you that super happy. But it's better to have a few nice things than nothing. You want to have a few things. Stud Muffin,
Hey, hell,
$5. Pull up the email because you mentioned India. Okay, I'll get that up. I just gotta send that. Let me just get that now. I will get that email because I'm using a different thing to log in.
Any update on this?
He's doing okay. He's doing okay.
that's good to hear.
Good.
Have you heard anything from?
yeah, this is doing okay, but the thing is that
He's just got to slow down a bit. I think he should stay off social media. I think.
yeah, there is a different understanding this kind of hobby or profession or how you call it. This the Archie is right. There's a lot of issues, a lot of things going on that you need to learn how to deal with it. And it's very sensitive, and I think it takes it too personally, and it's a bit dangerous.
Yes. Here's an interesting link that I've just been sent here. Let's get this baby up on the screen. This was from Stud Muffin. Email Arch, pull up the email because you mentioned India. I got to tell you this. This is the Park Hyatt. Park Hyatt is always, of course, absolutely beautiful. Do you know how expensive the Park
India have
Hyatt
ridiculous expensive places to eat. Ridiculous expensive.
Check in at 2 p.m. Check out 12. Man, this is they got suites, rooms, chairman's suite. Look at that. We could do a chairman's suite. Let's have a look at the chairman's suite. That looks cozy.
They probably have
Bed.
televisions in the bathroom mirrors.
Book now. How much is this? Let's just have a look at the prices.
No, they have their own Hollywood, and they have actors that pay ridiculously well. I mean, the wealth in India, when you're thinking about it, is insane. I mean, a lot of us have exception to see India as a poor country, but some of the rich ones are ridiculously super rich.
Yes.
Yes.
I think this is view rates. Here we go. View rates. Where's the rates? It's not giving me the rates, but I don't think this kind of place looks cheap. View all rooms. I think you don't need a suite. Oh, okay. So, this is the rates here. What's 5,363 rupees? What's that in?
In dollar.
Oh, that's the king. Oh, look at this. A king with city view, 6,000. Park Suite King.
This is for a night, huh?
Yeah. Diplomat Suite. 55,000. Okay, I think that sounds expensive. Let's just look for let's go for a one-bed king. 5363. Let's have a look what that is. 5363. I'm just going to go and convert this out for you. I'll tell you how much this is. 536. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 5, 3, 6, 4. What was it? Was it 5? Give me the price.
5463.
5, 4,
4,
6,
6, 3.
3. And that's in Indian rupees. Convert that into Aussie. Actually, we'll put that into US. That's $73 a night. That's not
Oh, that's
terrible.
nothing.
It's all right. Oh,
That's
very
less
nice.
than a Motel 6.
Yeah. It's a hostel
Yes.
price.
We could go for the Park Suite. Here we go. That's about 100 and that's expensive. Okay, that's expensive for a suite.
Gotcha.
But you know what? I think it. Here we go. Tan Zeal, $5. Archie, you stay in one of those lower end rooms. You'll raid the minibar and wake up the next morning with Delhi belly. Yes, there we go. I would love to go to India. I got to tell you. Have you been to India, Marcelo?
Not India, but yeah, like I told you, I used to live in Keynes for over a year.
Where's that?
In Keynes. I used to
Oh,
live in Keynes for a
Cairns.
year.
That's in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cairns is a great spot. I
I
got
plan
to
to
tell
go
you.
to Pakistan here in the next year or two. My
Oh, I
brother's
see.
taking me to Singapore next year.
Are you going to Singapore?
Yeah, hopefully to watch the Formula One race.
Cool.
Yeah, they didn't have it this year because of COVID. But my
Hyatts
brother
are a bit expensive. You know that, guys? I just want to say something. Hyatts aren't that cheap. A Hyatt is not cheap.
Mm.
You guys have realized this, haven't you? You've worked that out
No,
already?
a couple $100 a night is kind of average for a hotel room,
Mm.
for a decent hotel.
Just hang on one
99
tick. I just want to get a piece of chocolate. Could I get a piece of chocolate? Is that okay?
Yes, go
No,
ahead.
it's not. It's not good for you. You know that already.
I just want a little piece. Little piece.
It's
Just
okay, go ahead.
Little piece.
Go ahead.
I love Archie, but he need to take care of his health. I mean, like this.
I don't know if the conversion rate is correct, because if they have $59 rooms at that hotel, that's ridiculously cheap. I mean,
It is ridiculously cheap. The thing is that India usually they have ridiculously expensive places to go. I mean, I don't know why that one
Here
looked
we go.
that cheap.
Sorry about
I mean,
that.
so they have
I got
cheap,
this
cheap
last
all the way
night
to
there. A little bit of
expensive.
Lint. You have that Lint brand? That's one of my favorite brands of chocolate.
Oh yeah, Lint. Yes, that's nice chocolate.
It's expensive, but it's, you know what? I got a little
it's
piece
still
left.
it's still your birthday atmosphere. It's okay, Archie.
Yeah, it's still okay. It's got nuts. I got nuts. It's more of a health chocolate, okay?
I like the macadamia. Oh,
It's got hazelnuts. I love
I
hazelnuts.
have diabetes. That
You know-
hurts.
Archie, Ostar actually gave a funny. Actually, he's a funny dude. He gave a funny comment in one of my videos. It was like Marcelo is a proof that if God exists, he doesn't give a shit about us.
Sarah Lee, that's an Aussie, Australian chocolate. Mm. Mm.
Beautiful.
Do you like food, guys?
Absolutely.
Like food, I mean, but lately I'm supposed to eat less because my wife is going to divorce me if I'm going to get fat.
Stud muff, don't worry, Marcelo. They don't leave for that.
I know.
Stud muffin, $2, $70 a night to stay in Park Hyatt. Sold. Laugh out loud. 100%, man. Can I show you something? Can I tell you a secret, Marcelo?
Go ahead.
So I didn't go out. Normally, I like to go to a restaurant for my birthday. And I got really, really just your talking has made me so hungry. So what we did is I said to my wife, go to the butcher. I want you to get the most expensive tomahawk steaks.
This is nice. They have beautiful black Angus in Australia. This is actually what I'm using. I'm actually using free range black Angus.
And I'll just show you what they look like. So we cook these. Here we go. So what we did is, because they're so thick, you can't just put them on the barbecue, you know.
You got it with the bone?
You oven bake them for a bit.
And they
Okay.
sear them and then they oven bake them.
And then I put them on the barbecue just to get the nice, you know, the pattern. And
Okay.
I can teach you how to. I can teach you how to grill this nicely. By the way, super chat.
Okay, I'll give you a look. Let's have a look. These were monsters. Look at that. It was absolutely. We had some nice Barossa Valley wine, 2018 Cab Sav.
Nice.
It was and there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Those
Nice.
are marinated potatoes, mushroom, a little bit of asparagus. I don't mind a little bit of asparagus. Does that look delicious or not? And I like it medium rare. You want? Sorry.
Like me, but well, I'm going to teach you one day how to make this absolutely stunning. Oh, you know what?
Okay.
Maybe I shouldn't. You should come here, and I'm going to give you a stunning steak.
Yeah, no, it's. I tell you what, man. This was $73 Australian for the 2 steaks.
Nice.
And I got to tell you, man, it was amazing. And I like to chew on the bone, the gristle. You know, the gristle on the bone. It was amazing.
Actually, super chat.
Have you ever had Kobe beef?
Oh yes, when I went to Japan, yes, Kobe beef. That's a special. They slice it very thin. It's a different style. It's a different style to ours. Here we go. Tanzil, $5. AC3. Give us your take on the experience of driving around in your friend's Lamborghini Gallardo. I got to tell you, he had the Gallardo Spider, and you know what? I got to be honest with you. Brutal power, very loud.
It's a nice toy, but it's completely uncomfortable. You sit there, you're like.
I got to tell you, he had a wrap on it. I'll be honest with you, okay? He had a wrap. So it was actually a black car that he wrapped white. I thought the wrap. I love real paint. I think the wrap felt like shit. Okay.
You know, the wraps are the people wrap their supercars to protect the original paint.
Really?
You end up, if you pull it off wrongly, you can fuck up the paint very easily too.
Yeah, it comes right off.
I don't like a wrap. To be totally honest with you, I don't think I would wrap a car. I think you're best to. I don't like wraps. It's shit. It's plastic. It's like putting your hand in a plastic sleeve. It's gonna. I think you're asking for trouble. But anyhow, what would I know?
Definitely, yeah.
Well, there's different types of wraps. Some wraps are glossy and look just like paint, and then a lot of people choose a flat matte finish that
I just thought it looked shit. It looked shit. I just thought it looked shit, but I didn't want to say anything to me. I got to tell you, in all honesty, when I was in the Gallardo, it had low kilometers. Like, it had about 30,000 kilometers on it, but it really looked tired inside. It looked, I don't want to say anything bad, but it looked tired. Does that make sense?
You don't say nothing bad because it's a sport. It's based on a sport car. It doesn't base like to be a Rolls Royce comfortable. It's a car that you go.
Yeah, but it looked tired. You know what I mean? It looked worn. Yeah. It looked worn. What I'm trying to tell you is it had low Ks and it looked like it'd been really, really used. Okay. And I thought, shit, that's. I thought it was. I didn't think it presented well. I thought it. Yeah, I was disappointed in it. Okay. Sorry. I love this fragrance. Is amazing, man. Fragrances. Are you into fragrances?
You're talking me?
Yeah, Marcel. You into
Yeah,
fragrances?
I think I showed you last time. I have my.
Oh yeah,
Chanel.
Chanel de Bleu. Chanel de Bleu. Chanel de Bleu. That's expensive. You
Oh.
can't just use that all the time. That's expensive.
I'm using that shit in the restaurant. I mean, this is my.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this, guys. I love the ambulances. I can recognize the ambulance sound there. Like that's the Japanese. I also love when you go to the crossing. You know the Japanese. I love the noise.
Really?
And
oh, wow.
even the vending machines talk to you. You know.
Yeah.
I love
Everything
the
talks to you here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the iced coffee, or you can get a hot coffee. That's amazing. It's only $1. The vending machines. It's so cool. I love Japan. I really.
No, one
Here
thing
we
that
go. Tan Zeal, $10. Archie, the best line I heard from a Lambo owner this week around the topic of garage queening your car, meaning not driving it, was you don't marry a supermodel just to look at her. Good point.
Look, the service here is absolutely.
You never married Mike the Snake. What made you not marry? What happened there, Mike?
I think during the years that I was eligible or ripe for marriage, I was off ruining myself. And I've had 3 long-term relationships, but one, the girl moved away on a scholarship to Harvard, and the second one I blew because I relapsed on drugs, and she just she wasn't having it, and this last one was just a money grabbing bitch, and
What nationality was she?
I kicked her to the curb.
What nationality was your last one?
She was Jewish.
Thank you very much.
American.
She was a Jap. She was a Jewish American princess, and she loved.
Yes.
I showered her with gifts. I showered her with jewelry. I gave her a watch. I bought her $1,000 watch, and I gave it to her. And what she said was, that's insulting. It doesn't even fit.
Snake.
Needed an extra link.
Snake. Jewish
And,
is not a nationality.
so I
Jewish
took
is
it
not
back.
a nationality. What, from where she came from? It's not the Russian background, the Yemen background. What background she is from?
Yeah, what background?
Yeah.
She was American, or where was she from? What nationality?
American, but what kind of...
She was American with a Jewish mother and a German father, and the Jewish mother's parents were gassed in the gas chamber, and the German father's parents were Nazis.
Oh, wow.
And they were hippies, and so they didn't like their heritage, and so they didn't give any of their kids last names. So they were mono-named. She had her name only and no last name.
How's that possible?
This is weird.
You look on her driver's license, it just said her name. That's it.
Can you do that?
Yeah, apparently.
Not in the places that I know.
Yeah,
wow.
she did it. Apparently you can, because she did it. I saw her license, and I went out with her. I went out with her back in 2000 for a year, and then we got back together 10 years later for about 5 years. And in the meantime, she had 2 kids, and towards the end of my relationship with her, she took on the last name of her kid's baby daddy, so that the kids didn't have to answer, why don't you have a last name? Because she was really tired of the question. Because, when every time she'd give somebody her ID, they'd be like, well, what's your last name? And she'd have to tell the story. And that could get old after you get, to be an adult. So she finally took on her baby daddy's last name.
Snake, to make it short for your story, somebody asks you what is her background, you tell her she's a European Jewish Ashkenaz. That's all.
What's my favorite European singer?
No. You just need to say that she's European Jewish, basically Ashkenaz. That's all. This
What's
is her
my-
background.
No.
What's-
He's saying if it's someone says, well, what? She's just a European Jewish lady.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
no,
it.
she's an American.
No,
No, but her
but
background is
background.
European. She's European because there's different Jews. There's Israeli Jews. There's Russian Jews, German Jews,
Oh,
Polish
well,
Jews.
Her
You
last
understand?
name, her parents' last name was Bronstein.
Is Ashkenaz.
So
Is European.
I don't know where that
This
puts
is
it.
European.
Toyota
Ashkenaz.
Mo, $5. Hey, Arch, just got home. Tell us more about the gold Daytona you're about to get. Man, I don't know nothing, man. All I know is Tanzil has set this up. I love a gold Daytona. I
One
would
more
love
super
it.
chat.
Love it, love it, love it. I'd love it, man. Mr. Montrese, 10 euros. Arch, here is to passing the New York bar exam. We would love to come on the stream sometime. See you in Tokyo one day, Marcelo. Of
That would
course.
be awesome, guys. Looking
The
forward.
New York bar exam, that is a hard thing to pass. Arch, pull up a new email and give me some thoughts. Let's have a look. I'll just have to send this over. Let me do this now. I got to tell you, man.
What happened to producer Mike? He slept out?
I don't know. Doesn't matter. Sometimes they come, sometimes they. Who knows? It doesn't matter. You know this? He's just sending me a nice link, forwarding it that now.
By the way, did you see the picture that I sent you with the free watches in one risk?
Yeah, that movie. Yeah, I kind of
So what
worked
is
that
the
out.
thing? So what is this basically? There was a thing back in the 80s?
I'm not sure. I got to look into it. Oh, he sent me a picture here. This is the Hyatt. This is in Korea. Korea. I love Korea. Korea is actually, I got to tell you this. Korea is really, really expensive. Korea is absolutely a lovely. They say, some people say the most beautiful women in the world are from Korea. Let's go for a diplomatic suite. Look at this here, guys. Diplomatic suite. How could you not love this? This is a beautiful,
Korea?
beautiful.
This is
Let's
in
have a look.
Korea. Huh?
What's it got here?
You're definitely not going to love the price.
No. Look at that. That's beautiful. Look at this.
Yeah, wait.
Oh, look at that, man. I love the view.
Yeah, wait for the price. Wait.
Oh, nice. It's got a dining table. It's got a little study there. Look. I could
Super
do my
cheap.
live streams. Look, there's a desk there.
Yes.
Look, live streaming.
You need to make a lot of live streaming, Dutch.
Oh, the bathroom. I love it, man. Oh, it's got a jacuzzi. Just perfect for me.
Yeah. Look in the price. Look.
Diplomatic suite. How much is this? Doesn't give me a price.
This is the most
Maybe
dangerous part. To super jet that.
Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Rooms. Oh, here we go. Has it got prices? Where's the prices? Prices? Oh, I see. Book now. Let's have a look. Da. We'll book this for next week. Okay, we'll book it for a week. A week there. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at how much this is. Da.
Here we go, Zapatek.
Okie dokie. So this is so what did we want? I'm just trying to check there. Park Suite King, 508 WAN. That's how much. Let's have a look. 500. Hey, Rancher.
Archie, free super chats. Archie.
3 super chats. Here we go. Here we go. Just checking. Stud Muffin. We're getting that one up. Coming up. Oh no, that's it. We did those ones. Oh, here we go. SR Bell, $2. AC Do you love Korean boys too? Actually, Korea is amazing. I love Korea. Stud Muffin, $2. Check the presidential suite and watch the video. Let's have a check. I'm just trying to work these prices out. Now, we've already said we'll go for the Park Suite King 508. 508. 508. Get this worked out here. 508. That's in Korean won. Okay. Oh, that's $430 a night. US.
Not bad for the size that I saw.
Let's just go. That's one
This is
king bed, 328. Let's go to that. 328. That's a bit. 328. So that's 280 US a night. Fuck, that's expensive. That is expensive.
How much is
That's not
how much
that
is the
bad.
presidential? How much is the presidential one?
Oh, the presidential is lunacy. That's lunacy.
Go to any hotel, any decent hotel in San Francisco, you're going to spend $300 a night.
Yes. Oh, hotel currency. US dollars. US dollars. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, it tells you exactly. Look at this. The Park Suite, $550 a night. Holy shit.
That's for the Park Suite, though.
The standard room is $397. Oh, you can be a
It's
member.
a nice hotel.
Archie, did you check the Dubai one? Dubai, we're talking about the thousands.
Dubai is crazy, man. That place is ridiculous. You know what? You don't need to spend that much. You don't need to spend that much to enjoy yourself. You know,
Yeah.
you don't need to spend money like that. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. I got to tell you, really, I want to move to Japan. I want to.
You become a guest of honor here in the restaurant.
There's some.
Going to
I got to
like it.
tell you, there is some absolutely. Just
They're
out of
going to-
interest, guys, did you heard of these sugar baby relationships, haven't you?
They
Sure.
have this a lot here. I will introduce you to my best friend. Maybe you're going to be the one that's going to enforce them to buy one day a watch.
Let me show you something. This is what's
I want to
happening
find
in
a sugar
Australia here.
mama.
This here, have a look at this, guys. This here is a story of woe. Look at this. This here is a story of woe. Melbourne woman Jessie Quinn breaks down about sugar baby relationship. And it,
in Australia, it's famous, right?
look at this. A Melbourne woman accused of branding her ex-lover a scum man online sobbed and asked her former beau whether he knew she loved him in a bizarre court hearing.
Actually, what is a sugar daddy? It's like a fancy prostitute, basically.
That's because he cut her off.
Yeah.
Like your own private.
Well, look at this property developer, Barry. That's Barry there. I mean, she looked gorgeous. I must admit, she looked pretty nice, actually. I got to be totally honest with you. She went nasty. Well, of course, women get nasty. That's how they do things. That's what she looks like. She's actually quite attractive. I quite like her.
Oh yeah, she's beautiful.
That's him. He's put on weight, Barry Wang. And I got to be honest with you. What's happened is he ended the relationship, and then she started putting nasty comments, allegedly on WeChat.
Because
and yeah, it ended very badly. Then he's suing her for defamation. He's seeking $350,000. Ridiculous. But this is the problem. You start playing in that field. That's what happens, man. You've got to realize this. It is
you know what? Somebody that is for me a legend. It was the Prime Minister of Italy.
Yes.
no, what is his name?
Archie, in China, there
Forgot
was
his name.
a girl who was
Barconi,
was
something like that.
terribly
Yes,
ugly.
you're right. I remember that one. He had a few mistresses and everything.
Yeah.
He didn't even hide it.
He had a professional. He had a prostitute from Morocco. I think she was underage in his yacht or something. I mean, it
Jesus,
is
that's not
crazy
so
thing.
good. That you can't be underage, but you know
No,
what?
he did crazy thing. He didn't know it basically, but he did crazy thing. Crazy thing.
In
gotta
China, there was a lady who was very ugly, and she had hundreds of thousands of dollars of plastic surgery done to make herself very beautiful, and she married a very rich man.
Yeah,
And
and then he got upset that she wasn't pretty when the. But you
no,
know what?
no,
I
they
No,
gotta.
had, they
the
had
kid
terribly
turned out to
ugly
be ugly. The
children.
baby. That's
Their
why
children were ugly as all
Yeah,
get
yeah,
out.
Well, but the thing
Super
is, look,
good.
in all honesty, plastic surgery can only hide so much. You
Yeah,
know, like
but
Yeah.
it. I think is a bit more. That story is a bit. Stud Muffin, Arch, you didn't watch the presidential suite video. Okie dokie. Let's have a look there. Da 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 da. I got to tell you, seriously, at the end of the day, as you get older, it's not always about beauty. It's not always about beauty. You got to realize this. It's not always about beauty. You've got to realize
health.
this.
About health mainly.
It's there's more to it than just beauty. Okay, you got to realize. Oh, this is the presidential suite, guys. Have a look at this. Oh,
To
that's
enjoy life,
look
to be
at that
healthy.
presidential
Super
suite. That is beautiful, don't you think? I mean, seriously, if you can afford this, what more?
super chat.
What a beautiful look at that. We'll just grab these super chats here. Here we go. Man, that's the way to live.
opulence.
This is for
Yeah,
500 bucks a night. Not
No,
that
I
bad.
think it was a bit more. Presidential suites on application. It's on application. It's on. Oh, look at that. Look at the
This is-
bathroom, man.
This is like 200 square
Holy
feet.
shit. It's got your own rock cave there. Look at that, man. What do you think? Presidential suite. This is in. I've actually been to Seoul. Oh, that's Park. Oh, shit. How much
This
is that?
expensive.
I think it is actually price on application. It's yeah, that didn't look really cheap. Didn't look cheap, guys.
Actually, big super chest, Arch.
Oh, sorry, here we go. We got Pine Barren, $5. The only place to get away with mistress seems to be Europe. They tolerate that over there, both men and women. Why is that? You know, it's the saying, you know, it's French to have an affair, it's American to get caught. That's what they say. Here we go. Why is that? I think it's kind of just the way it is there. Mr. Montrose, 20 euros. Also, happy late birthday. For next watch, 5110R. Or 116520. So that's a paddock like mine in rose gold or a steel Daytona. And that's the pre-ceramic. Pre-ceramic.
What is the JP 1945?
Okay, then his current collection, he's got a Hulk. He's got a no-date pre-ceramic. He's got an AP, that's the 37 mil steel Royal Oak. That's 37 mils. It's actually a really good size. He's got
Is
a
that the
15200 date. Speedmeister and a Gerard Perregay. It's Gerard Perregay, Marcelo. Who gives a fake? Who cares, Marcelo? It's a Gerard Perregay. You know what? Hulk, no date. I reckon add the world time. Because the world time, you've got a little bit of vintage. You've got, look, there's nothing wrong with either way. That's a steel bezel they should be cheaper than the World Time. The World Time, I think, would be a little bit more expensive. They're a little bit more expensive, or have
Actually,
I?
they never did a world time in steel, right? Let's say like one reference or something.
No, Paddock didn't. Paddock didn't make much in steel. That's why steel is so valuable for
They did
Paddock.
one Patek in sorry, one world time in steel.
The Paddock doesn't. I don't
Doesn't,
think
huh?
they. No, I think, but other makers have. But Paddock is probably the most famous. See that guy, Cotelier, who did the world time mechanism. He sold that idea to many other companies. It wasn't just Paddock, but Paddock's the most famous. They kind of,
I love paper. I think this is
yeah,
my holy
they're
grail. I mean, I would probably sell all my watches to get one day a world time Patek after
like
retiring.
Jamie's one. You mean?
Yeah, that would be a classic piece. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I don't
would
know,
be
but
classic.
would you really? You love your watches, don't you? You really love them, don't you?
I do, but you know, I mean, because I also don't have kids, you come to a certain age that you probably need to decide to get rid of them.
But
So I
you know
don't know
what,
in what age going to
Marcelo,
be.
my kids don't even really like the watches.
Mm.
And I got to be honest with you, maybe I need the money. Look, I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
give
yeah.
my
This,
I can't give
different.
my watches to my kids. I mean, they're for me. That's my money.
Mm.
You know, you help them. I pay for braces, I pay for everything like that. But man, that's my fun money. I mean, why do I work? What have I worked for? I want to have some fun. I want to stay at the presidential suite. You know what
That,
I mean? I don't know if I'd
yeah.
stay there. That sounds a bit expensive. The problem is, let me say this to you: if you stay at the presidential, you stay in a hotel like that. I went to Indonesia and I stayed at the fan put me in the Grand Hyatt, right? I didn't leave the hotel. It's so beautiful in the hotel. You don't want to leave. I left a little bit, but I really wanted to stay in the hotel and enjoy it. You understand?
But
If you
that's it.
stay, I've also stayed at the Sukhothai. That's a hotel in Thailand, Bangkok. If you're staying at the Sukhothai, you don't necessarily want to leave the hotel. You stay in the
yeah.
grounds.
Actually,
You-
let me ask you. Let me ask you my question.
Mhm.
Let's say you have opportunity that everything goes well in your life, and you have, let's say, 10 or maybe 20 very nice watches. In
Yeah.
what age you're starting to think, okay, let's start to sell the collection maybe one by one. On your, you will start it maybe on your 70s, on your 60s, on your 80s. What age? You know, when I'm talking about my Meteor Die, my Smurf, you know, what age you're starting to get rid of the watches to enjoy your your
Now
money? You know.
let me say this to you. See, me and you are a little bit different. My
Mm.
watches are not as nice as yours, right?
You have amazing.
No. I got some nice stuff, but what I'm trying to say is my most valuable watch is my World Time, which look, I'm just being honest with you. The difference is I got some real estate. You don't have real estate, do you?
Yes, yes. I don't.
You know, this is your savings. In many
Yeah,
ways, your watch collection is your savings.
exactly.
Do you put your collection on Chrono 24? You know, that has the valuer tells you how much your collection is worth. Do you ever do that? What does it give? What figure does it give you? Please tell me your figure. Tell me
Well,
your Chrono 24
well,
figure. I want to know
well,
your Chrono 24 figure. What does it
well,
say?
now currently to today, because all the time it changed. To be
Of
honest, you
course, I
know.
know.
So
That's why I'm asking you.
I think the Smurf was around.
No, doesn't it give you the full collection value?
No. It give an estimation of
What's the
basically.
estimate? Tell me the estimate.
Uh,
Just give me.
the Smurf currently for last time we checked was around 40. The Meteor Dial was around the 80.
Yeah.
And I think the Summit was I think 17, something like that, a little bit less than 20.
So what's it give you the total?
No, you calculate everything together. You will
No,
come
in
to.
Chrono, you can add it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. You don't. I think you're not understanding what I'm saying.
You can combine everything together.
Let me
I
show
see.
you. Toyota Mo, $2. Drop the link for Sirocco sales. We are sinking. Sure, we can do that. I love Sirocco. He's, you know what?
Oh,
He's
I love Scirocco.
I like him. I'm just trying to add that link. What's going on here, guys? Why is that
By the
doing
way,
it? Come on.
my wife check.
Oh, it says
how,
having trouble. Why am I having trouble? There we go. I've just added the link. There we go. Link is added there for Sirocco. What I'm talking about, let me show you. Let me show you exactly what I'm referring to. See, inside Chrono, they have a thing called My Chrono Watch Collection. Okay, have a look at this.
Okay.
And we got Sirocco. Hello, Sirocco.
Hello.
Sirocco,
Yes, Sirocco.
I won't be long. I've got a great mold. I found a mold. We're going to start.
Okay.
Okay. And I got a deal on some chicken wire as well.
That's good. I've been investigating ferroconcrete. I think I got a supplier.
It's not bad stuff. We need to get the chemical. Have you got the special chemical?
Oh, I've got a supplier for everything. Bunnings sell it.
Okay. Very.
Hello, Scirocco.
I just
Mike,
want to show
how you going?
I want to show
I'm
you.
doing great. It's good to hear you.
I just
You
want
too.
to show you. See this here in Chrono. These are
You're
my
one of my
pictures.
favorite people.
Hey, man.
Thanks, mate.
See this? This is called my watches. See, I got 9. See, I got my Speedy,
I see.
my Milgauss, Explorer 2, Sub, your
but
Verso,
actually,
Patek.
they will
There's
give.
my.
But they will give you estimation about the watches that
Well,
they
it
see,
gives you an over. It says 159 US.
But they will not give you based on conditions of each one of your watches.
Oh, but that's if it's no. It does. Look. It's basically all your stuff is pretty perfect. You know what I mean?
My watches are pretty much scratch, pretty much.
No, I think they're in good condition, Marcelo.
they
They're
are.
not. They're not. I think you're being very fussy there, to be honest with you. So look, I tell you, this is what's happened here, right? You look at this here. This is actually quite amazing stuff. 5-year turn. This is what's happened. This just shows you the collections are going up in value. 159, right? So your collection, let's add it up, Marcelo. Add it up. Add your collection up. What do you got there? Tell me what you got.
I have the Sermon.
Okay, let me add this up here. So give me you got 3. How many good watches? Sermon,
4.
how much is that? 17, you said. Is that right?
I think they put it on 17, but maybe now they changed the number, so you can check it out.
Okay, well, near enough is good enough. 17. What else you got? You got the Smurf. We said 40,000, right?
Yes. Last time
and we've also got the meteorite dial. You said what? 70?
80.
80. And what else have you got that's any good?
My wife checked her.
But we don't include your wife's watches. That's
they
hers.
Came up to be actually weird. They actually came up to be 20. Actually,
137,000. No, I don't include my wife's ones in mine either. I'm sorry, Marcelo.
And
I don't
my
include
1803. No papers, no nothing. So I think maybe now is maybe 7.
7.
Maybe 10. I don't know. Maybe 7.
144. There you go. See, Marcelo, that's your escape plan. If things don't work out, that's your escape plan.
Accordingly to today, but I might get maybe in the future. It seems like the Platinum Daytona, and that will really, really change the numbers.
Here we go. Divine Insurgent, $5 are tint watches, Shiders. Look, they're a low cost. They're never in the league as expensive watches, okay? You know, they are what they are. Sirocco sales. I want to talk to you about Firmacoat. What have you found out for me? What
else can we say about Firmacoat?
Is there demand for them? Seriously, are they? They're not as bad as you think they are they?
I did sort of have a little bit of a read up, and they've been going a very, very long time. I don't think they were very popular 100 years ago, and even up, in the 70s, I think, or 60s and 70s, I think they started to catch on again. But I think now, as I say,
fucking heavy. They're fucking heavy.
They're too fucking heavy now, and there's better technology.
I think fiberglass has had such advances. You know what I mean? Like, the thing is, too, like on a motorboat, you've got to have more fuel, don't you? It's going to take more fuel than a lighter boat.
You've got to take more fuel, and the technology's better. I mean, you've got fiberglass now, you've got carbon fiber, you've got aluminium, or in American, aluminum, Mike, just for you.
Aluminum, yes.
Aluminum.
Yeah, but I think aluminum would be interesting because when you really heat, you still can fix it. The carbon fiber, if you heat, you need to replace it, or it become like a mess, right? If you crack.
You can fix anything if you don't sink.
Yeah, well, but the thing is, they don't use carbon fiber for everything.
The chat was saying the stream was sinking fast, and they asked me to come on.
Exactly.
I don't know if we can fix it today.
Rocco, how is life going? Where are you now? What's the weather like? Tell me what the weather is. Been shit.
It's friggin' hot. I was out at the island the other day. I went out for lunch.
Is your boat air conditioned?
Downstairs it is, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Upstairs.
you run one of the Volvo engines to do that, or?
No. I plug in the power. I need my generator if I'm at anchor.
Okay.
You don't have a solar system?
Yeah, could solar help?
What kind of batteries do you have? Do you have lithium, or do you have lead acid batteries?
AGM, no maintenance, lead acid.
Okay.
So I know where you have a sailboat. You open sail. The sail. Would be possible.
No, he's got a motorboat. No sail.
No sails. That's my old boat.
Pain in the ass. Sails are a fucking. You got to climb up the top. They're a bitch. You
got to climb up masts. You got to trip over lines. You got to wrap up fucking big sheets of friggin' canvas.
Has there been many accidents with people falling off?
There's been a few this year. There has been a few this year. A guy, he was coming in from Lady Musgrave Island a while back, last summer, I think, and he went over the side. They never found him.
What? How good?
Yeah.
Why they never
and
found
he had a mate of his with him who didn't even know how to stop the boat, so he was fucked. Sharks got him.
What do you mean the mate didn't know how to stop the boat?
Oh, some fucking people haven't got a clue.
What sort of boat was this?
It was a yacht, and they just don't have a fucking clue. The big problem is, and it happens a lot with married couples. The guy does all the work and doesn't teach the wife how to do anything.
Yeah, I haven't.
And then if something goes wrong.
That's that movie with Nicole Kidman. Remember that? That Nicole Kidman movie?
They can't. Yeah, that was a good movie.
Oh, that was amazing.
Yeah, that was standout movie. She had a great set of tits then.
Oh, she did, didn't she?
She did.
She was. That's an 80s movie, was it? 80s or 90s?
Late 80s, probably about 89.
That was her prime, I think, don't you?
Yeah, I think that was one of her. I think that was her breakout movie.
Yeah. Dennis K, $7. Facebook is changing its name to Meta. Will hell freeze over before any major watch brand like Rolex or Omega change? They'll never. They've invested so much money. They just make a second brand if they wanted to do that. I don't think anyone would change their name there.
But
why would they do it?
Why would they do that? The names are good. Omega's a great name. Rolex, they're kind of just generic nothing names. That's what they are. Generic nothing names. So Rocco,
you cannot put like a kind of a belt in your leg, and in case you get kicked out of the boat, I mean the boat somehow will drag you or something, like
a belt or a rope. You're saying you tie a rope on.
If you're on a sailboat, this talk about, and a lot of boats have it. I had it on my old yacht. You have a tether, so if you go over the side, you're in theory, you should be able to pull yourself up.
Yes.
In practice, it's practically impossible, and people have been known to die by being dragged along the side of their boat, and they drown because the wife isn't strong enough to help pull her up, pull the guy up.
You're joking, aren't you?
I've heard some really strange stories.
Why is that?
About
But what
this.
about you swim around the back and climb on the back decking there? Isn't that
You
what
can
you
Well, the problem
swim
with that-
the wedding dragon 500K.
If you're on your own,
Yes.
you've got to be able to stop the boat before you
Yeah,
can
the
get
boat.
up.
The boat
And if
can
the
just
boat's
cruise
carrying
along.
on-
Those levers. I've seen the ads. You know those levers, like aeroplane levers. Those
Yeah.
levers. Isn't that what you do? No.
No,
What?
no.
Those levers. You know those levers for the power.
Yeah, I've got those on my boat because I haven't got sails,
Yeah, but
and I'm
isn't
not
that
going to
what you do
fall off my boat because my helm position is just there.
Yeah,
I got no
I
way. I got no way of
Holding a
falling
car.
off. Hang on, where are we? Here we go. See, if I fall off, I've got to be standing back there.
You have to want to fall off.
Archie, 2 super chats.
Super chats, here we go. Mr. Montrese, €5. 5110R, it is Arch. That's the world time. Am a viewer since my university days, so was happy to share my New York bar exam news. Good night from Paris. I got to tell you, the New York bar exam is fighting hard to pass. Well done.
He wrote
That's
the
not an
Maikino
easy
in Japanese.
exam. And man here, 18 pounds, pull up Ad Astra super yacht. Sirocco, what's the insider take? Ad
No idea.
Astra. Ad Astra super yacht.
Archie, the guy before wrote in Japanese Kino.
Here we go. I'll just get. He did Japanese, did he?
Yeah, he wrote the Kino in Japanese.
Ah,
I don't
very
speak Japanese,
cool,
but I can
man.
read a little bit hiragana. Yeah.
Ah. I'll just bring this one up here. Here we go. Look at this is a super yacht. Tell me what you think of this. It looks like a James Bond plot. What do you think? What do you think of these sort of things,
Wow.
Sirocco?
It's looks amazing. What can I say?
It looks
It's
expensive.
huh?
Would you use the
It
word
looks a lot of
expensive?
money. I reckon there's probably
20 million?
100 and 150 mil plus US.
Holy fike. Look at that thing there.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit!
Is
got
that
a
beautiful
helicopter
or what is
pad?
it?
Sorry, I've just.
So Rocco, with a yacht like this, I don't think you argue about the payment of the rent.
Yes, you payment. Well, mind you, not you do. Everybody has money problems.
Look at that.
Well, James Packer's selling his.
Yes. Why is he so?
you
He's
seen that
nuts.
one?
That guy is nuts. You know that?
Oh, he's totally fucking Fruit Loop.
He went into Scientology as well, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he went a bit nuts in that. He's selling his boat for I think it's 250 mil.
Yes. 283, I think. But
I
who's
think that I
counting?
got that in my wallet.
It'd do. I'd be happy with it. I'd be happy with this one. That's nice.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't complain.
I got to tell you seriously, we could do this in concrete. What do you reckon?
What
do you reckon? We could do this in
Well, we
concrete.
could. Yeah.
In
Hey, it'd be
concrete.
better
What
than
we'll
Clark
do is
Palmer's
instead of
bloody
having
dinosaur.
teak, here's
Don't
an
put it in
idea
the
for
water.
you. Instead of having teak, you reckon
Just
teak's a
Keep
bit.
it out of the water.
We get that concrete stenciling. You know the patterns we put on the driveway pattern? We'll have concrete wooden. What do you reckon? With log. Here's this. Just don't listen to this. With a log pattern, we can have log patterns. For wood.
Oh, like a yeah, that'd be great. Hey, let's just build a timber boat. Be quicker. We can just cut some gum trees down.
Yeah.
Here we go,
Like a
Mr. Tudor,
Hawaiian-
to you. Question for the panel. Black Bay 58, 18K or sub, no date. I'm leaning towards Rolex. I'm thinking Lucid stock today. They
Sub,
did
no
the Black
date.
Bay in solid gold. They did it in solid gold.
Sub no date.
Sub, no date.
No day.
It's
Sounds like you did
20,000.
good.
It's ridiculous. 20,000 for a Tudor, and it's not even a gold bracelet.
Yep.
That's what I'd. Let me ask you this, Sirocco. Seriously, all jokes aside here, what's the cheapest we could get a boat? What's a cheap? Give me a cheap boat. We want a
Restoration one.
What's
Restoration.
the
Whoa.
absolute opposite to this? What's the cheapest boat?
There are boats out there, little sailboats. You pay $3,000, $4,000, $5,000.
Concrete
Aussie.
boats. Let's look at concrete yachts. Okay?
Concrete boat for sale.
Concrete yachts. Here we go. Look at these here.
So,
Look at
Marcus, I'm going to ask you a better question.
There you go.
Look at this. Look at that firmer
That's
hull. Look at that.
beautiful.
What's wrong with that?
There are concrete. I mean, it's gorgeous. Look at it. It's stunning.
Amazing. So Ralph, I have a better question. Would you buy a brand new one, or you would buy for the same price a restoration one that you could restore?
Sorry, I missed the question.
Would you buy a new boat, or would you buy like a used one you can do up a bit? What's the best bang for the buck?
If I had the money, I'd buy a new boat. I haven't got the money, so I buy second-hand boats.
No. For budget money. Let's say, I don't know.
Oh, for budget money?
Yeah, let's say you have, I don't know, 100K or 200K. You have a
Oh, you get a lot of boat for that sort of money. You get a lot of boat. I sold my last boat.
He wants to sell his meteorite dial and get a boat.
Exactly.
Well, he can do that.
But
I think you'd be
but
not wise.
My question is, let's say for 100K, would you buy something that's selling new for 100K?
Yes.
Or would you buy something, wait a second, or would you buy
Second
something
hand.
that maybe was 500K that now selling cheaper because it was used and you can restore it and the budget is then going to be 100K? I mean, maybe I exaggerate a little bit, but you understand the idea.
It all depends on the boat.
He's asking you the
You
sweet
buy
spot.
boats
What's the
now
sweet
for-
spot?
Yeah.
Let me tell you this, Marcelo. I probed Sirocco about this. He said spend more than 80K.
Can we just change that word from probe to something else?
Yes. What he said to me was, you need to spend more than 80,000. You need to spend about 150 Aussie. Is that right?
Yep.
What's the decent point? What's the decent point? What's the decent point?
Yeah.
Well, 10 years. Oh, hang on. 2009. My last boat cost me $110,000. And when I finally sold it 2 years ago, I sold it for $50,000.
Oh, so it did
When
depreciate.
you bought it, you needed
You
to
don't
work
make
for it.
money on a boat. Very rarely make money on a boat.
But when you buy a used like this, you need to work on it. Do you need to spend a lot of money? I mean, depends.
Boats take so much maintenance, constant maintenance because of the salt water. A lot of times you're buying somebody's nightmare, and that's why they're selling.
The happiest day in your life, there are 2 days which are the
Yeah.
happiest
When
days
you
in your
buy
life.
the boat and when you sell the bloody thing.
Exactly.
Stud
Yeah.
Muffin, $2. I emailed a cheap boat. Click on the photos. Stud Muffin, he sends me some great photos here. I gotta tell you, I'm not anti-concrete. I love concrete because it's readily available and we can easily put one bag each in a week. Okay, that's how much we do.
Yeah.
One bag a week.
One bag a
Okay.
week, and in about 20 years, we'll be finished.
What do you? I think you gotta spray the concrete on one even set so it sets together. Otherwise, it'll crack. You notice that?
That is the problem.
Oh, you agree with me or not?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you got to just get on and do it. It's very labor intensive.
Yes.
Vlad
yes.
doesn't want to talk about concrete boats anymore.
Yeah, but Sirocco, you would go, basically sounds like you would go new instead of the restore.
Well, it depends. What he's saying is, reading between the lines, what he's trying to tell you is, you get what you pay for. There's no bargain in boat.
I was out at anchor the other day.
Holy shit! Look at this, guys. I'm going to bring this up now for you. This is amazing. This is what we should be taking the Archie. This is the Skyfall yacht. You know the Skyfall yacht?
Beautiful, stunning, fucking amazing.
Wow.
275,000 per week plus
Yep.
expenses. What are they? I thought that would be all inclusive. Wouldn't that be all inclusive
No.
for that price?
When you charter these things, that's the basic charter. Then you have to pay for provisioning. So you tell them what food and stuff you and your guests want to eat for your week, and all your booze and everything, and all that is on top of the $300K a week charter.
And you got to tip everybody at the end.
Then you've got a tip, and the tips are usually,
$2,000 a piece.
Oh, you're probably looking at. There's that TV show. It's actually it's fairly correct. I forget what it's called. And the tip is about $20,000 US.
But if this boat is yours, fuck, this is a penthouse in the sea for you.
Look, I got to tell you, this boat here, this is the Sky. Interestingly enough, looking at this boat, $275 a week. It's built in 2010, refitted in 18. Holy fuck! They did a refit 8 years later.
Yep.
What was wrong with it to start with?
Oh, they've got to modernize. They've got to keep modernizing.
Yeah, saltwater. Saltwater.
Well, there's nothing to do with even salt water. It's just they've got to
keep up with the
upgrade everything and keep it.
It's 21 knots. Maximum speed is 21 knots.
Yep.
It's a Trinity. The builder was called Trinity. I never heard of that. You heard of a Trinity?
No. Probably Netherlands or something, I guess.
It's got a lot of toys on it. Look at this. It's got water skis. It's got sea-doos, 2 3-person sea-doos, 2 sea bobs, inflatables. Look at all this stuff here. It's got a jacuzzi, massage. Oh, have a look inside here, guys. Look at this.
This is amazing. So, Rocco, the question that the guy asked before, I mean, if you navigate your boat between, sweet water and salt water, let's say open sea, and then go back to a river, do you need does it create problem to your boat?
I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I missed half of that.
When you navigate,
if you go between fresh water and salt water, does that cause problems, or should you stay
No, that's
salt?
good. If you can get up a river and clean your boat out in fresh water, that's fantastic. Because you're using your fresh water to clean out your engines, and that's fantastic.
It's better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have a look at here. Look at this lounge room here. I could just. That is just absolute. It's got a helicopter pad. Holy shit!
Oh, it's got a helicopter pad. Look at that.
You think you could pull chicks with a boat like that?
I reckon if I couldn't pull a chick with a boat like that, I'd be disappointed if I couldn't pull 10 chicks with a boat like that.
Actually, if you buy a boat like that, you definitely have to buy the helicopter.
Yeah, and you do need the helicopter.
Archie, remember that movie?
What do you think of it? Is that a nice vessel?
That's beautiful.
Holy fuck! What's that thing worth, you reckon?
Oh, that's 350 mil, if not more.
Yeah. Would you live on one of these?
I'd love to go on one. Actually, I've got a friend of mine who lives up there. His daughter works on one of those in the Mediterranean.
The girls are including in the
Do
package?
those sexy girls come on with the boat? Where do they come from? Are they included?
Are you going to buy those, Archie?
How much are they?
Everything's extra.
Archie, I think this is the full package. You come with the girls in the commercial.
Is this what we work for? Is this what we work for? Me and Marcelo, we're going to sell everything and hire 2 weeks on this vessel.
There you go. That'll do it. Then you come back and start again. A few super chats to pay for it, Arch.
Archie, the girls and everything, I give up my little time to this.
It is an amazing vessel.
Lad, no, I don't break my hull. and change my zinc. So I lift the boat out of the water.
Actually, I'm disappointed. They don't come with a tennis court.
They don't come with what?
With a tennis court.
It's got a basketball court. Look, it's an amazing vessel. It's a beautiful vessel, all stainless. It's quality build. Do these girls come?
They
To
come,
get
they
a boat
come,
like
of
that
course.
out of the water, I think they use those locks where they fill them up with water. They bring the boat in, and then they empty the water out with straps under the boat, and then the boat is hanging.
Tell me this, Sirocco, if you were a gazillionaire, would you live on one of these?
You'd need to be a gazillionaire because it costs you about 10 million a year to run, US.
Yep.
10 million, 13 crew, 7
Yeah,
cabins.
I mean they've all got to get paid.
Oh my god. So Rako, you cannot do it that by yourself. You need the crew, huh?
See, there's a much cheaper one here. There's cheaper ones. You know, you don't have to have. That's a cheaper one there, okay?
Ah, this is
What's that one?
What sort of boat is this? That's still nice, isn't it, or not?
I'll be happy with that. I don't know what it is.
So Rako, do you really need a big crew, or you can handle it some things like this by yourself?
If I get a yacht, I want to get on a yacht to be a little away from people.
Tell me this,
That's a lot.
Sirocco, would you really prefer... have you seen that thing you can buy called the Destination? You live on this permanent cruise ship?
Oh, nice.
Oh, what's
There
that
you
there,
go.
Sirocco?
There you go.
That's my boat and the slings.
That's your what? That's this boat you've got now?
Yeah,
Wow.
Oh, nice.
That's a
that's
beautiful
just
boat.
being lifted out to go, to do maintenance.
Tell me this,
Nice.
Sirocco, have you seen that thing called the One? It's a boat you can just live on permanently forever? It's called the
That's a bit like a big cruise ship, isn't it?
Yeah.
But so Rako, the boats that we saw, do you really necessarily need a big crew, or you can handle it things
Called
like
the
that by
Residence. It
yourself?
was called the Residence, I think. It was called the Residence.
I'm trying
MS
to.
The World. Sorry, MS The World. It was called the World.
Yeah, Marcelo, do you mean on that big boat?
Yeah, the boat that we
But
saw.
I mean, so you could
The
buy.
13 crew. You need 13 crew to look after all your guests.
Okay,
you
so
need-
it costs
you need-
between. You can buy a cabin there, 800 to 7.3 million.
You need an engineer.
No, so Rako, yeah, you're right about gas, but let's say no gas, you own boat.
Yeah, but if you've got a boat that's 120 something feet, okay, you want to live on it. Yeah, you want to drive it occasionally, but you also you want to be looked after. So you want a chef, and you want a steward or stewardess, and you want a captain to run it. So you need probably. I've met people. They have. I think their boat was 90 something feet. Can't remember. And they had
Could
3
they pick
crew.
up girls with that, by the way, just out of interest? Could they?
Well,
pick
they
up
were
girls?
like in their 70s. I think they'd beyond that.
sorry, just asking.
Yeah.
That's only 20
Um,
years for me to go. How do I fucking make money to afford one of those?
Well, hey, I've only got less than 10 years to go, and I want everything. So I'm kind of giving up on that idea, and I'll stick with my boat.
So tell me this:
Good show.
would you live on a thing like the MS World? It's called MS World. That's that
No,
special.
no,
You don't
I
like
hate
the
it.
idea?
no, not at all. It'd be like living in a freaking house.
196 meters. It's 196, not feet,
Yeah.
meters.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's
But
like taking on an apartment complex.
yeah,
You gotta have your janitor and your engineer and your tenants and your cook and
Studios cost 600,000.
your maid to clean.
2-bedroom is 2.3 million. Suites of 12 million. What do you reckon?
no, not for me. It would, Vlad's right. Be like a prison on water.
can live on a cruise ship. While it's not cheap, a person can probably spend 4 to 10,000 a month, and everything is included.
Yep. People do it.
There's so much support for older people on ships. That's an attractive option.
No,
It's cheaper than going into an aged care facility.
By the way, Shoranko, in Tel Aviv, I know some friends that actually used to rent used to rent the boat as apartment in the how you parking the boats, the boats didn't move. They just used to rent it as it used to be cheaper than renting an apartment, and they used to live
I've seen people do Airbnb on the boats.
Yeah.
Not something I'd want to do, but whatever floats your boat, eh?
It's called the World. The World is the largest private residential yacht on Earth, where its residents travel the globe without ever leaving home. This community is at sea, set sail in 2002, and has visited over 1,000 ports of call in over 120 countries. What do you think? Plus, you'd have to pay yearly fees too. I mean, you don't just pay.
Probably $1 million on top every year. How do you do your shopping?
Well, you go to a restaurant every night of the week, don't you?
Yeah, I know, but hey, I want a new watch.
No, but you go into port. No. That's simple, because that boat, that vessel. It's a ship, by the way. I don't think it's called a boat. It's a ship. When it would go in, like when there's the Olympics or things like that, it would be in that country. For the Morocco Grand Prix, it'd be parked near. You'd be all in the trendy spots of the world at any one time, wouldn't you? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess.
Today with COVID though, you take the chance of getting locked in or locked out of a port at any given moment.
Snake, don't worry, you're insulated. It's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. You don't go out of your cabin. Yeah.
There are actually several cruise lines that offer cabins you can buy and use as a permanent residence.
Yeah. Not for me.
They do have jails on these ships too. Cruise ships do have jails. They're called the brig.
Yep.
Yes. So some of these, how much are the world? If money's no option and you're not prone to seasickness, the MS, the World Residential, the ticket, by the way, for there's 165 luxurious super ship-bound condos can cost from $825 to $7.3. First, though, you'll need to prove your net worth exceeds $5 million. Why $5 million? Why is that the? And I don't think they're talking Aussie pesos, Sirocco, either.
I don't think they're talking about 5 million Aussies worth about $3.50 US.
Yeah. $5 million. Why do you need to be worth $5 million? That is.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Yeah. Can I ask you this, Sirocco? Would you rather have inherited your wealth or worked for it?
Well, I worked for a lot of it, but I inherited it, and it is what it is. You can't change anything.
Yeah. You love money, but don't you?
Look, money isn't the be all and end all, but it's certainly.
I think money buys you the freedom. It's that store of wealth. You don't have to go and work today and do things.
I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. That's correct.
Yes.
Actually, I came to Australia 20 years ago to travel with $10 in my pocket.
Yes, they were the days.
I was in Cairns with $10 and was thinking, should I buy a sandwich or should I pay the hostel? And no job. And the job just come to you. I call in panic a friend. I don't know what to do. I said, man, you're in Australia. You're having fun. Enjoy. I went outside like a lunatic. Yeah, I'm a tourist. I mean, no money, no nothing. I mean, I want to see today Marco, JJ, on these guys. They're going to a place, no money, no nothing. I want to see them
Yes.
doing that. When I was 22 years old.
No, that's exactly it, Marcelo. You've got to experience, have some fun. It's life, isn't
No,
it?
but you don't see these kids today doing crazy things that we did in the past. You know, I know what you did, Soraku did, also with Snake. I don't see kids today taking that kind of risk, you know, this kind of chances like we used to go. Somewhere in the world, you know, completely start everything from scratch, handle it, everything. I mean, we became survivors. Think about it.
100%. I gotta be honest with you. It's a strange sort of world to be in. People, have you met people that rich? Haven't you, Sirocco? You said
I've met some fairly wealthy people. Yeah.
they're different to me and you, aren't they, Sirocco?
Well, yeah. Only in, a lot of them are really down to earth. It's quite amazing. They don't go out and just flash their money everywhere. Yeah, they
Oh
got
no, that's
nice
tacky. That's
cars and
tacky. That's
houses.
tacky. That's
Exactly.
tacky.
I got some very good friends. He just texted me yesterday, and they just sold their last boat, and they bought a new boat, and they're gonna. I'll see them in a couple of weeks. They just spent $2.5 million on a new boat, but they don't go out flashing it. You know, they're down to earth people.
Uncool. That's uncool to do that, Sirocco.
Yeah, yeah. But you do get the other end of the spectrum, the total
Riviera
arsehole.
owners. The Riviera
yeah.
owners.
Yeah, that's the ones. Yeah, you got that.
Riviera owners.
Yeah.
Yes. It's fascinating. People who live in that world there, like to have that super yacht to hire. By the way, when it said 275, I don't think that's 275 Aussie. I think that was American.
Well,
there, just out of it, just a small technicality there.
Actually, a lot of millionaires that I meet here,
Yes.
they are, and I'm not talking specifically Japanese, but also foreigners that I meet here.
Yes.
It's not like they are humble. It's like they don't want to, it's like feel uncomfortable. Maybe you're not rich enough, or maybe so they don't feel comfortable in the conversation. So when they see me today talking about my meteor diet and talking, they think I am in a kind of a level that they can also communicate, like and I have this and I have that. You know, if you don't level up, they don't level up with you in the conversation.
No.
So it's a matter of a kind of like Sorako said, a respect and a kind of they are very they want, but they need to level up with you. You know.
Yes. No, that's a fair point. That's I understand exactly what you're saying there. So Marcelo, they think you're worth $5 million based on that meteorite dial. Way to go, man! We pulled it off.
I think it's 6 million.
6 million. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I got to tell you, Sirocco, that lifestyle to be able to hire a $275,000, so it's going to cost you probably $400,000 after tips and shit, isn't it?
Well, if you're going for a week,
let's be honest, you wouldn't be hiring it for a week. You'd normally hire it for 2 weeks, a month, wouldn't you? A month.
I think a lot of them do it just for. They don't even do a week.
Oh, you reckon? I could.
Yeah. If you watch that stupid TV show, someone said
I've seen that on Netflix.
Below Deck.
That's one. They're only hiring. They're only chartering for like 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days.
But that 3 days is a lot of money. The tips are $20,000 US. So who knows? Maybe it's a 50,000 charter, plus provisioning, your food and stuff, all your booze and whatever your choice of booze is, because they can't keep every brand of bourbon or wine or whatever it might be. So they've got to. They send in their wish list of the foods that they want to eat, the drinks that they want to drink, and then they provision accordingly, and that has to be paid for on top of the original charter.
Wow.
So,
exactly.
And I don't think they discount. I don't think they discount on this, do they? They don't sound like they discount on the food prices.
I don't reckon.
So Sorako, I mean, you buy a boat at a time, or sometimes you have more than one, or things like that. Could you? I mean, how?
Oh, they
how
have
would you-
fractional ownership. You can have fractional ownership. You can buy like a fifth share. We saw that.
Yeah.
Doc BBC $2. Sirocco, Snake, and Marcelo. Great show. Just need Wizard. Thank you so much. There, I got to tell you, that's a different lifestyle. Tell me this, Sirocco. You've met people who own this sort of boat. You couldn't even bring that into your sort of harbor, could you?
There's
Could you? That's such a
the
big
biggest
vessel.
I've seen in this marina is
Yeah.
about 30 meters,
30 meters. Okay.
which is
Quite big.
Fucking
100
huge.
100
foot.
feet.
Yeah.
100 foot.
There was one that was here. It just left this morning. That was 75 foot, and that looked like mine. Mine was a baby version of it. Mine's 46 foot. That was 75 foot,
And what's the story with them? Were they just a couple, or what were they?
I don't know them. I think that I'm not going to mention a name, but there's a clothing brand over here, begins with
Yeah.
L,
Yeah.
and
Don't
I
be so
just
much
doesn't mean
the-
nothing.
family.
L.
You don't
What
know?
clothing brand? What sort of brand? Tell me. Give me
don't-
another
don't
clue.
be too
It's
much
a clothing store. Begins with L.
Oh,
L-O-W.
Lowe's.
Yeah, all right.
I shop
And
there. I shop
Yeah.
there.
There you
My
go.
parents Lowe's.
I suspect that this boat belonged to them
How did you know that?
because of the name of the
It's
boat.
Lowe's. They had badly fitting suits. Badly fitting suits. It's Lowe's.
Yeah,
No,
I'm saying nothing.
It's a company boat. Company boat. Company boat.
Yeah. Oh, I think it was a family boat.
were they nice, or you didn't talk to them?
I never met them. The boat was pretty spectacular. Looked like something out of. Actually, I'll see if I can find a photo.
Holy
there.
shit!
Fuck, where is it? There we are.
That sort of boat, you'd have to have a captain, wouldn't you? You wouldn't be the owner driving that.
Yeah. You drive 75 foot. You drive 100 foot on your own. You don't need a captain for everything.
Actually, okay, I would bring a Sheila just to drive the damn thing.
Fred.
Yeah, I think they're. See, the thing is, when you have a boat that size, you don't want to be driving it, piloting it, do you? You want somebody to do that for you, don't you?
Hang on, I'm just. Oh, come on.
But the ones that don't know what is a Sheila is.
Just trying to find the photo.
Yep.
What the fuck is that? Oh. No, it's not working. No. Don't know where it is. Sorry. Anyway.
So, Shorako, in what location now you bought this parking? Like in Sydney place?
I beg your pardon?
You bought what harbor you actually putting your boat now? Is like in Sydney or?
No, I'm in a place called Rosalind Bay in Queensland.
Ah, nice. Okay. Because I used to live in Cairns.
This-
Cairns actually have
you
nice
think you-
harbor actually. Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. That's just out the front.
Is a good place to dive as well.
It's okay. There's not much here, to be honest. But I don't come for big city living. I come just to relax. And
Park
yeah,
the
I'll be in
boat.
Brisbane. I'll be in Brisbane at the end of November, Archie.
Yes.
I've
We'll
got to
have to
come
catch
down.
up,
I've got to
man.
do some shopping.
I want to catch up with you. You know.
But,
Well,
by
I
the
have
way,
to go to Cartier.
But by the way, how is Gold
What are you
Coast?
getting at
How-
Cartier?
Pasha de Cartier edition noir eau de toilette.
Oh, who's that for? You or for her?
That's for me.
That's you got good. Hey, you know what? Can I tell you something seriously, man? Chemist Warehouse. Chemist Warehouse, Sirocco.
I've got to go, Archie. I have a
Okay.
phone call.
See you later, my friend. We're wrapping
Okay.
up soon, anyhow.
Talk
Thank you
again
for coming
soon.
on. Bye
Goodbye,
bye.
Sirocco.
Okay, see ya.
What a cool guy. Very
He
cool
was very
guy.
good.
I
Guys,
like
we're gonna wrap this show up soon. Mike, in the car game, have you met some very famous racing drivers, wealthy racing drivers, or
I met Jerry Seinfeld. Guy shook his hand.
how was he?
Well, I just was able to shake his hand. I was in a line. He's a big Porsche guy,
Yes.
and he's a
Yeah,
big
he-
racer. I had the car that I owned was owned by a famous racer, and so I was approached by a lot of famous racers that
Right.
raced
Did you have
against my
opportunity?
car,
Did you have the opportunity to meet
but I
Paul
didn't
Newman
know who they
back
were.
in the day?
Sorry?
So I've met many famous racers without really knowing, their.
Did you ever meet Paul Newman? Marcelo
Yeah,
just
exactly.
asked.
No, Paul
No.
Newman was dead, but I think before I was probably born.
Ah,
No. He died.
No, you're right.
lately.
No, you're right. He died just a few years.
But tell me
he's-
this. So
It
many
was
people
racing
have
up to
raced
the
against your
90s.
Pantera.
What's that?
They raced against the Pantera.
Mm.
No, I raced my Porsche officially on track.
Porsche.
Um,
Oh, I
the
see.
Pantera I raced on track mainly on what they call track days, where they let you loose on the track all day.
You had a 914 Porsche, wasn't it?
It was a 914, but it had a 6-cylinder Carrera, 911
Yeah, because they did
engine
that.
in it.
Tell me this. You always liked mid-engine? That was your favorite balance?
Yes, pretty much. I built my own mid-engine Corvair when I was young, and that started my love of mid-engine cars. Yes.
The Pantera, tell me this. What did you think of that as a like that's a 70s supercar?
Yes. The fastest car ever produced in 1972. It was the fastest car made.
Oh, was that right?
Wow.
It was faster than a Ferrari's and that
Yes.
there?
It would go 172 miles an hour. It was the fastest car in the world in 1972.
Pantera belonged to what company?
Di Tommaso.
The fastest
But
production car.
Di Tommaso also, they used a Ford V8. That's the thing, Marcelo.
Wow.
They had the best of both worlds, Italian design with the reliability, and also the engine costs are massive on these type of things. I don't know why it didn't succeed. Why did Ford fuck things up? They had the GT40s in the late 60s. They
Did
had
you
the
know-
Pantera. Why didn't they fucking make it go? Why did they fuck it up?
The Pantera used the same transaxle, the same transmission as the GT40. It was just flipped upside down, but they used the same exact transmission.
It was
And,
faster than the GT40?
Well, no, the GT40 was never really a production car. It was more of a race car, and
Yes.
they were made far long before the Pantera.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Snake,
in 1972, the Pantera was the fastest production car produced.
Yes.
But
Snake, what do you think about that movie that was, I think,
they
Ferrari
didn't sell
versus
because they were
Ford?
the marketing decisions. They were sold in Lincoln dealerships instead of Ford dealerships.
But would
where
that have
the-
made a difference?
Oh yeah, because Ford was busy selling Mustangs and GT350s, and they had a lot of sporty cars. And,
Lincoln was their upmarket brand. The Pantera was European.
so you go into a Cadillac dealership basically with a bunch of limousines and giant, like old people
to buy
luxury
a
cars,
Corvette.
and then there's a Corvette sitting there in the middle of the room. It's just like it was
the
totally out
wrong-
of place.
Actually, did you see the movie Ferrari
Ford versus Ferrari.
Ford, yeah,
Yeah,
did you
no,
see
no. I
Uh,
actually haven't seen it, believe it or not.
That's the GT40.
Yeah,
And that story goes, Ford was going to buy Ferrari.
yeah,
And at
yeah.
the last minute, Ferrari decided to back out. And it pissed Ford off. And so Ford put together his own Black Works and said, we're going to kick Ferrari's ass. And they built the GT40 specifically to just conquer the 24 Hours of Le Mans. And the next 2 or 3 years after that, they came in 1, 2, 3, and just blew Ferrari out of the water. And
I think I saw the movie. I think it was a little bit ashamed with that the driver that actually needed to slow down just to put the three Ferraris.
You notice the GT40s. Some of them have
Archie,
a
super
bubble
chat.
on top.
Super
Some
I
of the-
just wanted to show you something there. Pine Barren, $10. Pine Barren, $10. Archie, it was the 1970s energy crisis. Gas was the final straw for the
Yeah,
Pantera.
that probably didn't help anything.
And Stud Muffin, we have to finish off stream right. Pull up the email. Just before we do that, I want to show you something. So what I did many years ago, I bought a 1-year set of Playboy magazine
Nice.
for my birth year, which happens to be 1972. Just out of interest, this is the sort of cars that Ford was selling.
Nice.
That's the Mercury.
Actually, there was Samantha Fox there.
And inside this magazine here, this was their Playboy Bunny fleet. Look at that. That was their fleet. This is the hot cars of the time. And they said, this is the hot cars.
There's a Lotus 7 or a Caterham on the far left.
Actually, no, that was actually, I think, a
1972. Fuck me
Volkswagen
dead.
June buggy, but they had a Ferrari Daytona, a Mercedes 600, a Mazda Rotary.
You have a Lotus there also, no?
It was quite an interesting thing. The funny thing is, this was their dream team. Their dream team of
you
of
had a
cars
Lotus car
in that
there,
there.
right? You
And
had a Lotus.
I got to
think.
tell you, sorry,
I
I'm
think
just
I
a
saw
bit
Lotus,
distracted with this. Holy shit!
Actually, I think you saw a
Baby.
Lotus there.
I like 70s schmoo. Mind you, Playboy.
The
it wasn't-
70s were great years. They were total cheese, man. The clothes, the giant lapels, everything
It
was
was amazing.
the
By the way, the
materials,
picture
the
that-
clothing
that-
material. What do
that
they
girl
call
was
it?
Samantha Fox, by the
Polyester.
way?
Everything was polyester.
Yeah.
I
There
tell
was
you
Samantha
what-
Fox in the picture, Arch?
I'll tell you what, this was a good car in the day. This was an expensive car.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Volvo. Remember the Volvo?
This is
Yeah.
Remember
Volvo, yeah,
audio,
yeah.
hi-fi? Remember that?
Oh yeah, the tape to tape reels.
Okie dokie, guys. Now we got a super chat. I got to get back to this super chat here.
Yeah.
Stud Muffin. We're going to pull this baby up here. Let's have a look here.
Actually, you had that picture there. Look like Samantha Fox there. What was it?
No. This is before.
I think that
Samantha.
email pertains to that watch deal or watch offer.
Let's have a look.
Actually, did you like Samantha Fox?
I love Samantha Fox. You know, she went out with that con man, Peter Foster.
Yeah.
She had that slimming pill by Jing. Remember that he had that
the tea, the fake tea.
the tea. That's right, the tea. Yes, I love Samantha Fox. She was absolutely gorgeous.
Actually, I had
Have a look
in
at this.
a kibbutz.
Yes.
One of my roommates, he had Samantha
Yes.
Fox in big, half naked, and I think once maybe I masturbated on her. The guy wanted to kill me. He wanted to kill me. That was his girlfriend. The fucking poster. It was like crazy, and we are like 13. You know, I mean, man, he was
Crazy.
amazing in love with her.
Yes,
Hey,
yes, I believe it.
Archie,
I'm just-
I've got to. It's past my bedtime.
Okay, I'll let you
So-
go. I'm wrapping up in a couple minutes. You can shoot off. That's fine. I'm just pulling up the email that came in from this here. We're
I'll
just
wait for
ending
that.
this show. Look at this here, a Mercedes-Benz. This is a 1971 W111112.
Mm.
This is the what is this? Is a 280 SE 3.5? What is it?
Actually,
280
this is the,
yep, 280 SE 3.5. Look at this.
It's a stylish
Absolutely.
car.
Look at it's the cabriolet. This is like the car that's in the Kolinsky method. The Kolinsky method.
This is classic mafia car of the Arch.
Oh, this is a beautiful. It is a sort of a muscle car. It's a V8. Look at this beautiful leather interior. I think it's leather, maybe MB Tex. Oh, look at the engine's been detailed.
You
Man,
know how
this
much
is
those
a-
cars weighed, though?
They were heavy.
They were heavy, heavy.
Wow.
It's an absolute. This is $380,000 US dollars. It's a
Wow.
lot of money. Look, actually, it is a beautiful thing. It is an absolutely.
That is a nice looking car.
It is absolutely beautiful. It's
No, this car is like, don't talk to me. I own the world, you know. We're driving. This is like
it
that.
is just. I like the black. The black is
Yeah.
absolutely gorgeous. I gotta
Black's the
tell
hardest color to pull off because you
Mm.
can see any dent.
you. Look at I love the red with the black.
This is
Yeah.
beautiful.
Actually, this
classy.
guy's in the Netherlands. I know this guy. I've watched his videos. This guy's in the Netherlands. He's got some amazing stock of cars there. Absolutely.
You saw the bagage of that car? That car is like
Okay,
a
guys, we're going to wrap this up. It's been a great show. Thank you for coming on, and I will see you. We'll be back tomorrow. See you later, guys.
Good night, Archie. Good night, Marcelo.
Hey, guys. Hey, good night.